you know, in the fight. Not just look at the sweet part of everything and try to want to replicate it. Some things are irreplicable. Irreplicable. Just be you. That's my most advice to you. Okay. Now, let me correct the things you misunderstand. I have fought for your rights. They don't have right to handcuff you, whatever. Me, my mind, they're very open. Immunizer. Wunmi doesn't have to show up in court. Immunizer. Go and you see. Maybe now this small law will be saying me I reach 9, they help me. Immunizer. Please, the first assignment I want to give to you, go and read difference between civil case and criminal case. Now police carry you go court too. Now you and police now go dey court through till this case end. Women lawyer doesn't even have to be there. No be you and women lawyer get case. Immunizer. You did defamation, which is a criminal case. Now police carry you go court. Women can only be invited as a witness to the police. Do you understand that? And when they call her as a witness to come, she go come. Do you think as they are taking you to court, women has to be going there every court? No. It doesn't work like that. Do you understand? It's a criminal case. You offended Nigerian police. And they are the one that took you to court. The person you see, it's just like Baba Mohbad. They killed the son of Baba Mohbad. Okay? Which, of course, they offended Baba Mohbad. Now the case is with the police. And Baba wants justice. Right? Police is taking it further. Baba and every other person can only be invited as witness to come to court. This criminal case is the same as long as your offense is a criminal case. It is you versus the state. So right now it's immunizer versus the state. Or versus the Nigerian police on behalf of the state. It's either you versus state or you versus police. That's the two in criminal case. He doesn't know. He was thinking that woman is scared, woman is running. What concern you concerning whether woman is out of the country, woman is sick? It doesn't concern you again. You are there to prove yourself to the police that you are not guilty of what they charge on you. The police have 6 count charges on you. Do you understand that? Your purpose there is to face police and defeat the police. You don't have a problem with Wunmi again. Wunmi has said she wants justice for her name. She doesn't want resolution. You say you don't want to beg her. She do say she doesn't want your beg. Okay, go and face the law. Go and face the law. Wunmi doesn't want to come there. It is you versus the law. Like the NIN, you bring it out, bring your passport, all those things you have said, you bring it out, and you defeat Nigerian police. You're not defeating Wunmi. You and Wunmi no get case. She has handed you over to the Nigerian police. Then you and Nigerian police, you fight in court. Okay, let's continue.
But she's abroad. She's not in Nigeria currently. Now again, what most Nigerians don't know is the matter is already in court. I'm still here to be found guilty. We are already going to trial. So I was granted bail immediately on that same Tuesday, but pending.
Bro, you have not started trial yet. Which trial? Which trial? They just read your charges to you and they granted you bail. Which trial? Which trial? You gonna be amicus curiae. There's a word that's called amicus curiae. Be friend of the court, so that you go. Once you know the law, you go know how to walk around the law.
When my bail conditions will be met, I was supposed to be remanded in prison, Kirikiri. So obviously I was already in custody. I couldn't handle my bail conditions myself. The person in charge actually tried his best, which I thought the person did some mistake and got greedy. But a lot of things happen in which I won't still talk about now, right? So that's why I take enter Kirikiri. But guess what? A lot still happened in prison, which I'm not going to talk about because that was my first time in prison. And actually it be like he get reason where I go.
So let me tell you something. And I also want to encourage a lot of you bloggers. If you know you are a blogger and you are in Nigeria, I want to say, fight for your human rights. Okay? File to the magistrate court. Okay? To your human rights. And report yourself ahead of time that maybe peradventure, some people may try to arrest you and violate your human rights, file ahead and let the court, recognizes your human rights. So that even if at the end of the day, they pick you up, you already have court order that says you cannot be remanded for more than 48 hours. So I will tell you, in as much as you are doing blogging, get close to your lawyer or to a lawyer. And they are very cheap. You don't have to work with lawyers, it's very cheap. All this one, they are mentioning millions. Now they want to mention all those millions. Me, I know they. Okay, as far as me are concerned, if I want to do this Mohbad case today, with my own money, I am good enough to do anything I want to do with Mohbad case today. I don't even need anybody to come and support me or do anything. How much? How much? The case is fought in the police station and in court. And it is the position that we write. It's whatever we present before the court or police. That's what we will use to fight this case. When I say it's cheap, I don't mean for everybody. It depends on you. It depends on every individual. Okay? But me, I know that it's not a very big money. It depends on the lawyer you are working with. It depends on the lawyer. It's not always the same price. It's always different. But I can also provide you a cheap lawyer if you want. There are lawyers that are cheap.
I saw it.
They are cheap and they will still do the job.
See, I will lecture you Nigerians on some things. Almost I stay glued to my page. I saw a lot in prison. But so people were thinking of that thing. It's normal. So if my bail condition was ready to be met on that Tuesday, because me say personally I know small, but many of you don't know. But don't worry. So maybe the bail couldn't be perfected on Tuesday. What about Wednesday? Still couldn't be perfected. Think about it. Then Thursday got perfected, and I got out of prison.
Many of us don't know. Many of us don't know. Seminars are big. The guy big. You really big. For you to be there for 2-3 days, you big. Big boy. When you see anybody that tells him big, fear them. Fear them big.
On Thursday night, where I come out, now I can see social media, different propagandas. Because many people don't even think, say, Nadia go just there, no go. Different. But like I said, for now, the matter is already in court. There's a lot of things I can't say about this case, The matter is already in court, so there's a lot of things.
Someone is asking me if I have a beef against him. I don't have beef against him, but one thing I hate in my life, I hate lies. Okay? I hate lies and I hate deception. This guy has deceived people on several occasions in this justice, which I didn't like. That this guy is supposed to learn about this case and be fair to every component, every people, every person in this case. Justice means fairness. You cannot be seeking for justice and be picking a side. You cannot. You can't be seeking for justice and be picking a side. You were not there when this whole crime, when it occurred, when it all happened. You were not there. You were not there. Look at those supporting Baba Mohbad. They have been manipulative and saying all sorts of things. And you too, you know that Aloba and his people, they are sending information to you. The same thing they are doing to Mario. You are condemning Mario working with Wumi, but you are working with Aloba people. When you started posting, I think I was one of the first that said, I appreciate this guy post whatever. In the beginning, it was so fair. But ever since they inducted him into the Aloba cultic group or gang, yeah, their foolish gang, it can't enter in head. You should seek for the right thing to be done. Seek for the right thing to be done in a case like this. You are not here to show off. To show off. There's so many things you have done. I've come out those times to criticize it. You went to bring on a lawyer in your platform saying that somebody has 6 NIN. Where is the proof of the 6 NIN immunizer? Do you have it? Just because you want to laugh, you want to humiliate people, you want to show that you're a blogger, whatever. Do you have the evidence of that? You went to carry someone's passport. I don't know. You see, immunizer, I swear, because you went to carry woman passport, post it, and say, do you understand the law of privacy? Do you understand that? And the same you immunizer, I think you were part of them that were circulating one nude picture. They said that was Wumi picture, nude, all those things. Is there anything personal between you and Wumi? I think we're here for justice. The only reason why we should be here is to seek for police investigation, thorough investigation into, the possible suspects. All of them. Both Baba Mohbad, both Wumi. We're not here to protecting individuals unless this is so personal to you. And when you take it personal, people will take it too personal. Too personal. Because you are the whole situation. My senses, my brain tell me that Wumi is not innocent. Okay? Because a lot of things she has said, those things are inconsistent. They are inconsistent with the circumstances. Circumstantially, there's a lot of inconsistency. And that put her in a very serious or dilemma. Wumi said no, came to kill Mohbad. Yes. It's still lagging. Is it still lagging like this? Okay, much better now. Thank you. So, um, on the Yomi, on the Yomi Mandamus, let's pray to get the best out of the Yomi's Mandamus. We have different kind of Mandamus now, but please, I am talking about the Yomi's Mandamus. The Mandamus, somebody type Yomi's Mandamus. The Mandamus of Yomi Fabi. Because the only legit Mandamus, as we speak right now, is the Yomi's Mandamus. And you see, I want to say this right to all of you who are just attacking Yomi Fabi. Just see the amount of money you are wasting so that you can shame him. Yet, God is uplifting him. You know what? Look at that lawyer that they call Samson Ogbenga that went to write for Joinder. That lawyer was paid whether you like it or not. And that lawyer would have been paid by some wicked people on TikTok here. Now their money has been wasted. They will not come out and speak. They won't come out and speak. And some other people right now too, that they are also about to waste their money. And I'm sure they are even wasting their money already. Because as we speak now, every person bring the lawyer from anywhere. all of them will wait until the court finish with the mandamus of Yomi before maybe court will entertain any other thing. Na Papariano talk. Say, if your lawyer is trying to write mandamus, is trying to apply to cut to act for mandamus, I don't know how much you have paid, but for me, I think that money, I think you are wasting your money. That money, why don't you put it in Break the Silence Foundation so that you can support the mandamus of Yomi? It's waste because one, all the money you pay to that lawyer, the lawyer will come back and tell you that the court said no. How would you feel? Don't forget, today is 28 June. Okay. 28 July. 28 August. 28 September. We are still going to the next 3 months. So, as I speak, till next 3 months from now, there will be no mandamus. If your lawyer get any mandamus before before the next 3 months, tell that lawyer, make it come, I go support him. Yes. But if your lawyer go waste your money, you no bring mandamus before 3 months, I go call out that lawyer. Because I know you guys have been paying many lawyers now to still go find mandamus, even when it is clear to you that at this point, there's only one legit and recognized mandamus. Even when it's so obvious. Yet, you still won't go waste money. A mandamus has gone through procedures and is waiting for court judgment. The same case, so not a different case. So you two, you want to go and start the same case against the same Nigerian police. Guys, imagine that you carry me to court. You carry me to court on the same case. Your brother self can go carry me to court, to another court on the same case again. How many times I won't answer to the case? How many times? I will only answer to the case, to the same case in one court. Common sense should say it. Most lawyers will not tell you, they waste your money. They will be telling you that the more the merrier. The more the merrier. Now lie, oh, now lie. Now money they want chop. The more the merrier. There are times for the more the merrier. For example, tell everybody to wait until, let everybody to queue behind Yomi. Let him get the mandam. That time, we will need everybody to bombard the police. Because the case, by then, Yomi would have restarted the case. Now, everybody cannot be taking their evidence to the police who are investigating. Right now, they are not investigating the case. Okay? If you go and meet them, do this, they will tell you the case is in court. We have done what we can do in that case, blah, blah, blah. That's what the police are saying. So automatically, for them, they believe they have investigated the case. They have closed the case. Once police have a case in court already, okay, unless police have reason to believe that some suspects are still out, police is not telling you that they are looking for any suspect. You know, in the case of what's this guy? In the case of this girl, there was one lady that came to our platform that that BRT, that lady that was raped by the BRT and was dumped and her body was dumped. Who remember that case? Somebody write the name of the person, I forgot it. That BRT lady, Bamishe, or is it Bamishe? Okay. I think in the Bamishe case, after police arrested the driver, the BRT driver, Okay? But still some other people that committed the crime. Not only that BRT. In that case, police declare them wanted. That anywhere they see them, they will pick them. They are still looking for other people. You can understand. Okay? Such case is still open. They have arrested some and they have evidence to arrest others, but they are not seeing them. It's a different thing. This one, police is not telling you that they are looking for any other person. They are telling you with all the evidences available before us. This is what our finding is in this case. And we have put together the case file, and we have sent to the DPP. It's not with us again. We have done what we have to do in that case, forwarded it to the state, and the state is prosecuting it. Unless they see new evidence before they will reopen the case. So automatically, police don't have to come and close the case. Tell me how many cases you have seen police come out and tell you we have closed the case. All they will do preliminary investigation and forward it further. So you think all this lawyer that is using the word reinvestigation, reopen, you think they are wrong, they are stupid? At least if I'm not mistaken now, I can count at least 3 lawyers who has mentioned reinvestigation, reopen, reinvestigation. So are they stupid?
Bọ́dá làásì àdírọ́rọ̀ pò sí òwúrọ̀.
Bí
billboard gbogbo ẹ̀ ló máa náà fẹ́ ṣe a fẹ́ ṣe protest a máa ṣe conference a máa pe tí wọ́n máa kọ lẹ́tà ẹ̀rí tó lẹ́tà president yẹn torí mi ni Yomi ò ṣe fẹ́ hámà lórí lẹ́tà president tó ń sọ ṣé president bá wa dá sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ̀ president tó ní kẹ́ lọ́ máa tàgbàdo àti dùndú president bá wa dá sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ̀ yìí ṣé president tá sọ̀rọ̀ justice for Mohbad tí Yomi máa gbé president mọ́ra administrative of our president Bola Ahmed Tinubu it doesn't take nonsense our government of Aṣíwájú Bola Ahmed Tinubu it doesn't take a fork it does àwọn máa sọ àwọn English ayé Yomi ṣé script ló kọ fún wa ni mi ò bá ẹja o tó bá dẹ̀ bá mi jà máa bá ẹja kí ló ń wọ̀rì ẹ̀ bàbá ẹ̀ mo jẹ́ o number one náà ń pe bí báyìí o wá Yomi ṣé script lọ́rọ̀ tó ń ṣe yìí ni ṣé o ti kọ script yìí sílẹ̀ ni ẹ̀yẹ́ máa wo àwọn bíìlì àwọn àgbàna àwọn abólówó ṣe kúmọkùmọ kó tó di September yẹn Yomi ò ní jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ gbádùn lórí ọ̀rẹ́ Ogolúwa ló máa lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ Papariano bóyá kó lọ́dọ̀ ó máa ṣe polo bí ẹni fẹ́ ṣe campaign bí ẹni fẹ́ dìbò ní September yẹn bí ẹni fẹ́ dìbò ni Yomi máa ṣe campaign káàkiri kò ní jẹ́ ká gbádùn ẹ̀yin wá ìtọ́ fi sún síwájú tó fi pẹ́ tó yìí ẹ ò lọ́yà ẹ ti sún síwájú jù ẹ gbé wá sẹ́yìn Yomi ò ní jẹ́ ká gbádùn kó tó dìgbà yẹn báyìí Yomi ò ní jẹ́ ká gbádùn Yomi ó máa ní wá lára kó tó di September Yomi máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa kàmpéènì owó ọ̀rọ̀ lórí owó ni Yomi máa campaign kiri báyìí bó ibi tí àwọn aráàlú òyìnbó máa bá wọn náwó sí abániwọ́rọ̀ bá rí dá ni Yomi abániwọ́rọ̀ bá rí dá òun ni Yomi a máa ṣe ẹ̀rí ẹ̀yin ẹ máa wò ó kó tó dijọ́ yẹn ibi tí wọ́n máa ná owó sí ni Yomi máa create báyìí torí ń rí géènì táwa ta ní péjì gan táàrí. Mi ò bá ẹja o ń ṣe ṣé o rí pé educative ṣe ni mo ń ṣe mo wá in peace ni o wọ́n ti ní kí n má jà mọ́ o torí ẹ̀ mo ṣe rọra ṣé bí n ṣe ṣe yìí o àbí mò ń bàjà ṣé mo bú Yomi. Mo ń kọ́ rẹ̀ ti dọ̀tí ni o mo ń kọ́ rẹ̀ ti dọ̀tí ni o ẹ̀yìn ó Àjíà Àjọkẹ́ àǹtí Àjọkẹ́ on mute. Is doing circulating of how to generate funds from people. Bó ṣe máa campaign kiri ni ẹ máa rò pọ́n ti lẹ pósítà Yomi ẹ máa rò pọ́n ti lẹ pósítà sí Sùúrùlérè ìdìpọ̀ òun ló máa di chairman local government àdúgbò wọn ó máa kà Yomi ò ní jẹ́ agbádùn èmi tí wọ́n tiẹ̀ lọ sí wọ́n ti sún sí ọjọ́ tó jìnnà jù wọn bá wa sún sí next week Yomi ò ní jẹ́ ká gbádùn kó tó dijọ́ yẹn báyìí ẹ̀rí tọ́lẹ̀ ń ṣe ẹ̀rí tí Yomi náà ń ṣe congratulation mo ní Yomi ta ló bímọ mo dẹ̀ ń gbọ́ congratulation àwọn náà Yomi náà ṣe
Let me enlarge it.
Yeah. First time tí máa rí Yomi tó máa rẹ́rìn tí ó ṣẹ́jú òun nìyẹn. First time tí máa rí Yomi tó máa rẹ́rìn tí ó ṣẹ́jú máa rẹ́rìn ẹ máa rójú ẹ̀ tó máa wájà a máa ṣẹ́jú pàkó ojú yẹn a máa ṣe blí a máa dàbí iná B2 bí iná Volkswagen ẹ mọ bí náà Volkswagen ayé àtijọ́ ṣe rí ojú àwọn àmàdà pé flash ẹ̀ pòpòpòpòpò bí ojú àfòpiná ojú Yomi àwọn máa ṣe báyìí pípípí Yomi kí ló ṣojú ẹ náà ṣé èrè ṣíṣí kó sí ẹ lójú ni ṣé ṣíṣí kó sí ẹ lójú ojú ẹ yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá rẹ́rìn ojú ẹ máa ń dúró ìgbà tó rẹ́rìn tó ní inú Yomi dùn pé ọ̀nà owó mi tún ti dé ẹ̀yin pípù yẹn fẹ́ kú pé ẹ ní sanwó mi lórí ìkànnì wọn ò bí yín kú ẹ san dẹ́ndẹ́ owó inú ẹ̀ ń dùn pé ọ̀nà tí màá tún fi gbowó leléyìí wọ Ọlọ́run ṣàánú fún mi o ẹ rí wọ́n yá sáré sọ̀dá mẹ́wàá inú Yomi rẹ́rìn for the first time Yomi rẹ́rìn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo the next thing mo kàn gbọ́ ni congratulation mo ní yé gẹ̀gẹ́un wọ́n ti gbé Wùnmí gẹ̀gẹ́un wọ́n ti gbé Dàróṣà gẹ̀gẹ́un ojú máa tì mí báyìí àwọn èèyàn máa bọ̀ bá dì mí lọ́nà báyìí o wọ́n á ní olórí ẹbí kò wá tán bí gbẹ́ngbẹ́ngbẹ́ngbẹ́ kò wá tán bí olórí ẹbí kò wá tán bí ojú òwa tiẹ̀ kò wá tán bí kò wá tán bí a ti gba justice kò wá tán bí kò wá mo ní yé mi ní bọ́ta èmi kẹ̀ mi ní bọ́ta ṣe ṣó máa yá sá lọ Yomi ti gba justice lẹ́yìn mi Timothy Báyọ̀mí jàǹjẹta mo kàn ń rí congratulation káàkiri ni congratulation mo ní sóòsùn ìyẹn mo ṣe ń béèrè kiri lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn ẹ wá kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan mo dẹ̀ tún rí ẹni tí wọ́n ń ṣe congratulation tá à ń expect ká gbọ́rú news yẹn ló wá jẹ́ pé anonymous bóyá anonymous àbí anonymous lásán lẹ ṣe congratulation fún Yomi.
ṣé mandamus ni anonymous? It is mandamus, not anonymous. Mandamus. Èwo tún ni anonymous?
Yomi anonymous Yomi anonymous Yomi anonymous. Anyway, that is that about that. Ta ló fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀?
Bọ́dà láti ẹ káàsán sà.
Ó lọ school lónìí ó ní weekend.
Happy weekend sà. Bọ́dà láti ṣe ká connect dọ́ọ̀tì bí wẹ́dà yẹn pọ̀ níbi ẹ̀yìn lèmi ti Joyce. Ṣé wẹ́dà ò kì í ṣe iṣẹ́ rẹ̀?
Wẹ́dà tí mo ṣe wọ̀ lóyìnbó. Yomi kọ́ṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ni kúnṣẹ́ tíátà tó ń ṣe yẹn no life ò ní rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ló fi lọ́ọ́ fi ṣe tíátà yẹn ṣe security ní Canada.
Kò lè ṣiṣẹ́ Yomi ò lè ṣiṣẹ́ máa gbọ́ òun celebrity.
Ó lè ṣe black job náà.
Kó lọ wo àwọn Fẹ́mi Ògèdèǹgbé ọ̀rẹ́ mi ní ọmọdún tó ti wà l'Amẹ́ríkà. Fẹ́mi Ògèdèǹgbé ó faṣẹ́ bí wèrè ni ó ti gbàgbé tíátà wo ayé àtijọ́.
Mélòó ni wọn tó ti jápa lọ sábúrò tó yẹ pé wọ́n ti lọ continue life wọn.
Gbogbo àwọn obìnrin wọn gan wọ́n fi ṣe aṣẹ́wó kún ni náà fi meet up wọ́n fi ṣe aṣẹ́wó package ẹ̀ ni èlò lẹ́ ń panu tíátà yìí wọ́n fi ṣe aṣẹ́wó kún náà fi débi tó dé gbogbo àwọn mọ́tò àwọn obìnrin wọn.
Tíátà tó yẹ pé TikTok ló fi ń gbéra orí TikTok ló ti ń pariwo ẹjú láyọ̀.
Ẹ̀ka sọ̀rọ̀ àlàtì ẹ̀ka sọ̀rọ̀ gbólé.
Wọ́n mọ̀ ọ́
Báwo ló ṣe máa ṣiṣẹ́? Àwọn oníṣẹ́ wà ń gbòòrò wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ fún ẹ wá ní kó ṣiṣẹ́. Ẹni tí ó gbọ́n ni ò gbọ́n. Báwọn ìkẹ́ ìjà báwọn ìkẹ́ máa jà ọ̀pẹ́ káàrọ̀. Àwọn tó ń dáwó wà níbi pẹ̀lú ní kó ṣiṣẹ́. Ó ti ṣiṣẹ́ tì.
Nígbà òmò kan tó congratulate wọn fún èmi náà congratulate ìwé tí a gbọ́ ìwé.
Kò nídìí kan já o kọ́ máa wulẹ̀ já o ọmọ ìfẹ́ wa kò nídìí kí wọ́n já.
Wẹ́dà tèmi mọ̀ wọ́n ń kọ́lé mọ́lé wọ́n ń ralé mọ́lé wẹ́dà wa jẹ́ iṣẹ́ kò wá ń ṣiṣẹ́ iṣẹ́ gidi iṣẹ́ tó lálùbáríkà táwọn èèyàn ń ṣe tó ń fi lọ́mọ lọ́wọ́. Má dá yẹn ló ń jàre yẹn ọmọ tó ṣe ọgbà àti mu ni gbogbo kíníkan tó bá kú sọ̀wọ̀n ní já sọ má gámá.
ẹ
Gáàlẹ̀
sọ̀rọ̀.
sọ̀rọ̀.
ọmọ mélòó náà fi wẹ́dà tọ́ ọmọ tó pọ̀ àwọn tí ì tọ́ ọmọ ẹyọ kan wọ́n tí ì rí tọ́.
Ṣé wọn lọ àwa tí àwọn tó ṣe tí wọ́n dèèyàn nú ẹ̀ wọ́n lè fi dígò kọ́ ọ́.
ṣé yóò ló ṣe máa sọ pé jà ló wọ́n sàndí fún ẹni tó pé wẹ́dà fún ara rẹ̀ ló wá fẹ́ra rẹ̀ sọ pé wẹ́dà lòun kò kí ń ṣe wẹ́dà kọ̀ọ̀rọ̀. Yọmi pẹ̀lẹ́ ò rọ́rọ̀ sọmọ ìsọkúsọ ló dẹ́kun.
Ah, ah. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ó lágbára gan, ó lágbára. Can somebody come up and help me explain all of this? Is there anybody that can help me explain all of this? I mean, why all of this? Hmm? Why I mean, why all of this? I'm reading your comments. Yes, this is recent.
Well, good afternoon, good
Hey,
morning.
what's up? This is Sunday Kunde.
Same to you.
Hmm.
Anyways,
Kule,
when
Kule, you are the one who's going to put your mouth. Yeah, put your mouth.
I'm not putting my mouth. I want
Oh gosh.
so the thing is that when I saw the video, I was even thinking it's a long
When
it's a
is
long
when is
time
when is
video.
the
I didn't
snapper's
know it's
birthday?
recent.
When is the snapper's birthday?
When is his birthday?
Yes, this is today. I think it's Sholake is today,
Okay,
right?
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Sholake.
9 o'clock.
Yes,
Yeah.
today.
Okay, in the evening.
Yes, 9 o'clock. Yeah, in the
Oh,
evening. Yeah, 9 o'clock.
Continue, Kunle.
So as I was saying, I think this is not it is not necessary because the tone of this means that there's a lot that has not been settled. And if we want to claim that we are interested, because there are a lot of persons that are not interested in justice anymore, they're just sitting back to get entertained and to have fun. So even if we relate people because of they tried their best in a business that is not their own in the first place, this whole thing is out of humanity. So if anybody tries and fail, it's not supposed to be a kind of humiliation on that person. It is even supposed to be recorded as a success for that person because it's not their family. Do you understand? And ever since I've been listening to other lawyers, when they bring out quotation for press conference and every other thing, similar to what Yomi is doing, I think they have a bigger quotation. You'll be hearing bigger amount of money compared to what people have been donating to Yomi. So sometimes if you want to be fair to yourself, you tell yourself that, well, at the end of the day, it's sometimes you see that what they are dragging Yomi for, I don't think there's any fact to it. Do you understand? So this video is not nice, and I hope that they get to reconcile, because it's not nice. It's not helping. Imagine how many persons must have assimilated that bad blood now and start to watch out for failure, rather than just to watch out and encourage people that, okay, do what you can, success in ahead or whatever. But then people are now going to be watching out now for failure. It is really bad, and I hope Olori Ebi would watch out for reconciliation and also apologize, for that remarks. It is discouraging. So that's my own point.
Thank you.
Well said. It's well said. But my own problem is, I don't know. I think this thing has they've settled it. If it's recent, then I've been wondering what did Jomi say again, because I have this thought about that man. He only reacts if Yomi says something about him. So maybe Yomi has said something again and is reacting. So I don't know what really happened, because for the past, I think a month ago, all this thing happened and we've forgotten about it. We've all moved on. I don't know what's up again. Why did he have to start all over again? Causing each other, all this nonsense. You see? Left to me, I don't want to put my out there. Both adults and Yomi will react definitely. So there's no way you can even pacify Yomi or pacify any of them. They will always react. So anybody putting their mouth, they are just wasting their time, as far as I'm concerned. Because Yomi will react and the man will react back. So left to me.
Mr. Chiru, anywhere tí Mr. Yomi ti react, because statement ẹ̀ sọ yẹn níbo lẹ ti rí ibi tí kí ló dé ṣe wẹ́n sọ pé tí Yomi bá react wọ́n máa ń react ṣe ní anywhere.
Mr. B.
Ṣe ní anywhere tí Yomi ti react.
Will you just keep quiet now? Let me say something.
Ẹ má ní kí keep quiet. Ẹ má máa dá àwọn ẹjọ́ kan. Mi ò like àwọn ẹjọ́ kan tẹ máa ń dá. Ẹ ń try láti sọ pé Yomi ló tán fi ń react.
Mo ní mi ò mọ̀. Did I accuse anybody here? I said I don't know maybe what you have said somewhere.
Ẹ má gbé ọ̀rọ̀ lọ bẹ̀ yẹn. Ẹ wo bí Mr. Kunle ṣe dájọ́ ń sìn, wọ́n sọ nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ. Àánú náà ẹ má lọ máa fẹ́ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Papariano, ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ nǹkan. Papariano, most of us are respecting you. We are respecting you on this black cap. If no be you, a lot of things go happen for this black cap. You understand? It's because you conscious some of us. You understand me? Gbogbo akọ́lọ́mọdé.
Hello, Mr. B, wait now. Let me land.
Ẹni sùúrù. Àwọn kan máa wà ní comment section yìí, wọ́n máa rẹ́rìn ní wọn ò ní lè sọ tòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀. You understand me? And Papariano, most of us are looking at you. We are just because I fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀. You understand me? You understand? If you're
now, get me straight now. Mr. B, Nisuru now, please.
I said
I don't know for that man to react. Maybe Yomi has said something.
Mr. Kunle said I don't know for that man.
The same thing I said, I don't know. And I said Yomi will react definitely. If there is nothing Yomi did wrong recently, for that man to behave that way, Yomi will react. Let me go now. I know the kind of Yomi will react.
Whatever progress, our man tumba justice yìí jẹ.
Okay, so you want me to now gag Yomi for not reacting?
You are already gagging Yomi. I think fẹ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ bí pé Yomi ló kọ́kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀.
How?
You're already gagging Yomi. You're already gagging.
How? I said he will react. I just want to react.
You can't decide for him to react. You're already gagging him. You want to fuel up everything now.
So, okay, you are saying not to react. Is that what you're saying?
See, you have been here, you have been around on this TikTok. Have you seen Yomi talk anything about Olori Ebi?
I've heard a lot of things. from Olelebi, from Yomi, they were fighting.
Recently now. Recently, have you seen Yomi
They are
talk
both
about?
fighting and they can fight dirty.
Baba Sholake, I don't
Please.
like the way they do sometimes.
They are not fighting
Please.
anymore. They are not
So
fighting.
what happened recently? Now that's what I don't know. They've been fighting dirty before.
Nothing happens, sir. Nothing happens, sir. This is a show of shame. Nothing
So
happens.
automatically, if that man just all of a sudden, that man just wake up one day after everything being settled and started doing the same thing again, then that will be surprised.
Even Papariano that played this video, he was tired. That's why he couldn't talk. He had to call people.
So I was surprised too.
He was
Definitely
tired.
will
He
be
couldn't say
surprised.
anything.
Because as far as we are concerned,
Papariano said people should come up because he was so tired.
Jerry, that was
They are both fought before.
What come at 8 wani?
Ẹ jẹ́ sọ̀kọ̀ fún yín tí ó bá sí nǹkan kan ń ṣẹlẹ̀. We know that they both fought one time and they are still fighting. I don't know why. So automatically something will have happened one way or the other, because that man should not wake up in a day or yesterday. Maybe this was yesterday, because as far as concerned, the whole thing has finished for the past 2 or 3 weeks now. Nobody's talking about each other again.
You have been on online. You have been online. You see Yomi, whenever they are talking, Yomi just come up and talk about this case, what is happening recently, what happened in Mandumus and all this stuff. Yomi has never one day mentioned Olori Ebi's name. Why are you just judging Yomi for just not even, you don't even know anything?
I said I don't know, maybe. Don't you? Boni.
Ìkọ́tẹ̀sọ ni pé tí Yomi ò bá sọ̀rọ̀, ẹni yẹn ò ní sọ̀rọ̀.
I said I don't know. Yomi has spoken something. I've said something.
Yomi have said something before.
So automatically, I'll be surprised.
Ẹ láti sọ pé Yomi ni number 1 person tó jẹ́ kẹ́ni kejì bọ́tà.
No, I said I'll be surprised because from that man,
I know. Tábà ń sọ̀rọ̀ àgbàlagbà ní tábà ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ máa gbọ́ àwọn èèyàn náà. Ṣùgbọ́n bá máa ń gbọ́ yín. You like it.
Okay. Because get your team on it. That's the problem.
Can't sir.
And tell that you are one-sided.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má bínú sir. Nǹkan tó wà ń bẹ̀ máa sọ Yorùbá so that kò ní dà ẹ̀kọ́ máa gbóhùn èèyàn lọ sí anywhere. The thing is, kò sẹ́nibody tó ń wá gbogbo wa tá a wà ń bí ilé ni. Mi wàá mọnú everybody but mo mọ̀ pé nǹkan tá a fi wà ń bí ilé ni justice. Oyè yín. So irú èmi ń sìn ó láwọn fídíò kan tẹ́mi àwọ̀ tẹ́nibody bá sọ̀rọ̀ tí mo kò láìkì láti dá sí. But nǹkan tí mo fi fẹ́ dá sí eléyìí ni pé àwọn tó wà ń bí àjọ máa ń bára wa sọ̀rọ̀ a máa ń listen síra wa ń gbà mí and we disagree to agree. But nǹkan tẹ́mi understand bóyá the way tí Mr. Sholake ṣe gbé kalẹ̀ lọ́sàn-án it was a bit not understandable for everybody. But for me ni ẹ̀kọ́ attack anybody to my own understanding. Torí èmi ń sìn fídíò yìí sìn mí tí ì gbọ́. But irú fídíò tó ṣe ń sìn and he was trying to say kí ló tún fa eléyìí ṣé Mr. Yomi sọ̀rọ̀ tó tún wá jẹ́ kí olórí ẹbí sọ̀rọ̀ ni it's not that he's
No. Sọ pé ṣe Mr. Yomi sọ̀rọ̀. No.
Ẹni sùúrù.
That's exactly what I mean.
Ẹni sùúrù.
No. That's exactly what I mean. So gbogbo tá a sọ ni now. Tó sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́kùn tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ lẹ́yìn.
Exactly what you mean, but not that way you put it was not what you mean.
Ẹni sùúrù náà. Ẹni sùúrù.
Ẹni tí Yomi ò bá sọ̀rọ̀, ẹni yẹn ò ní sọ̀rọ̀ padà.
Mr. B ẹni sùúrù Mr. B ẹni sùúrù.
If Yomi have not said anything, he won't say anything. Nǹkan tẹ́ ti try láti sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé Yomi ti sọ̀rọ̀.
Now.
Jẹ́ ká máa waiting now.
Now. I said.
Waiting you talk that make me come on.
Mr. Sholake, you need to stay in one place. Let's know where you belong. You are always in one place. Sholake, you need to stay in one place.
I always tell you,
I have the right to defend him.
I said, and I will defend him again.
Sholake, you're always like this.
Let's
know where you belong.
Now, let me come again.
Mr.
Wait. Let me repeat what I said. Okay, maybe that's
wait, Sholake, let people speak because you post all of these dates. You always like this. Let's know where you belong. You can't be dealing.
I don't belong to anybody.
Exactly. Nobody wants you to belong anywhere anyway. Okay, but at least stand by the truth. You understand? You're always gaslighting this person. Listen. Listen, please. You're always gaslighting him. 1 minute you're hot, the next minute you're cold. You have to stay in one place. Let's know what you actually after. You understand? Any little thing. So even if he reacts, does he not have any reason to react or whatever? Must you always judge? Is he a baby? So he doesn't have his own brain to react. You understand? And now you're saying you don't know, maybe he's reacted in a way or whatever. Even if you don't know stuff, you just keep quiet. You don't have to stay, you don't always have to have an opinion about everything. You understand? Because at the end of the day now, people will hear what you're saying now and they will start attacking him again. Let this guy breathe. You understand? Let him breathe.
Hello, he can breathe. It's you people that don't want to breathe. Let me tell you something. I'm telling you my own personal experience with Yomi, which I know you don't have to defend him. He will respond himself. Take it or you leave it. All you people coming up now, trying to defend Yomi.
You're not defending Yomi here.
1 minute,
Nobody's defending Yomi.
And you could, go respond for it now. You have to express yourself.
You have the right not to respond.
A minute, please, a minute. You understand? So, like, hey, I was here, right? And I heard what you said clearly.
Thank you.
There's only one way to go here. I think it was a slip of tongue that Olori Ebu would not have responded if not because Yomi has also said
Thank
something.
you, my brother.
Exactly, but he wasn't sure.
Thank you.
Hey, you know what? He wasn't sure. He just said stuff. When people hear this now, they think, oh, maybe he has said something. Look, Break the Silence doesn't even know if they exist. Since everybody has told him the truth, you know, he doesn't even know if they exist or not. They are the one that's been throwing shade and all that. He hasn't said anything about them because he doesn't know if they exist or not. He's been doing his thing.
Exactly. So my point now is that but I think that might be a slip of tongue. Command lads apologize that. Sorry for that. Do you understand? I didn't mean it that way. Then I'm at the further ahead. Do you understand?
Now, Mr. Kule, before you go ahead. Now, did I say I wasn't sure? Maybe that's what happened. Did I say something like that? Yes or no? We can repeat it. If somebody is calling it, we can repeat it. I said I wasn't sure. Maybe there must be a reaction from this man. If there will be a reaction from this man, if not
it's about àwọn kan tó wà níbí ìdí tètè tèmi bá tẹ̀ ní ear problem ṣé tí Mr. Kule need the same problem àbí Mr. The Punisher need the same problem.
òun náà mo sọ yìí mo tún bèèrè lọ́wọ́ ṣé mo sọ pé mo bí I wasn't sure.
ẹ̀yin gan bí Ṣọlá Kélẹ̀ yìí ẹ mọ bí tẹ́ ẹ dúró sí. Because ẹ wá sókè ẹ wá side Ṣọlá Ké ẹ mọ bí tẹ́ ẹ dúró sí.
ṣé máa jẹ́ kí yàn sọ̀rọ̀
ẹ jẹ́ kí sọ̀rọ̀ fún yín. Because tí bá bèrè àwọn question kan lọ́wọ́ yín ẹ nílé dáhùn ẹ̀. ẹ ká máa wà sí wọ́n ní tójú bá farabalẹ̀ àárímú we are seeing everything.
ẹ wò tẹ̀rí ẹ̀ ń tẹ̀fẹ́ gbèjà ó ń tó rẹ̀ ẹja rẹ̀ ẹ̀
gbé.
You're wasting your time.
Ṣọlá Ké ẹ má máa frontate bí iná tí ò ní kíní ẹ dúró sí ìjọba ẹ dúró sí ẹbí ṣe níwẹ̀ ẹ fi yọ̀ nílẹ̀ tọ́mọdé wọ́n ti dá sọ̀rọ̀ yọ̀ nílẹ̀.
ẹ ní sùúrù náà nígbà tẹ́ ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ sí mi dákẹ́ fún ẹ ní sùúrù Mr. B kò sí nǹkan kan tó wà ń bẹ̀ ju pé ká sòótọ́ fúnra wa lọ tẹ́ bá rẹ́ ní tìǹtẹ̀rù pé bóyá ó shake you have the right to ask but not judge that is it tẹ́ bá fẹ́ bí mí ní nǹkan kan ẹ bí mí tí n bá ní dáhùn sí mi ní dáhùn tí bá máa dá yín lò máa dá yín lò mi ìwá sí online justice Mohbad mo wá fún mi ìwá fún anybody you understand me mo láwọn ọ̀rẹ́ tá jọ ń sòótọ́ fúnra wa tá jọ ń parọ́ fúnra wa ó yé yín but mo máa ń respect yín mo dẹ̀ ń respect platform yìí torí a máa ń sòótọ́ that is just it kò sí nǹkan kan tí kò fi sí or kò fi yọ you understand I mean I say something sometimes that it's not what you want to hear. That is human. And I might say it tomorrow that is what you want to hear. That is human. You understand me? And your own level of understanding, your IQ may be higher than my own. Maybe you understand things faster than me. Does not mean you're better than me. Let's talk as man and clear it. Don't throw shade on my checking. No. I mean,
mind over. You've not spoken as a man today. You've not spoken as a man. You came up here now and defend Ṣọlá Ké.
Hold on.
Okay, let's say I'm wrong. Hold on. You know, hold on. I might be doing a job. Let's say I'm wrong. The Punisher is wrong. MLH is wrong. Ṣé Mr. Kule tó tún sọ nǹkan tó repeat the same thing tí ẹni ẹ sọ? Ṣé wọ́n wrong ni?
Okay, ṣé kí n sọ̀rọ̀ ń sìn? Ṣé má bínú?
Now, I'm not wrong. Can they allow another 4 people from another platform to come up and defend Olori Ebi now? But now, I'm defending
Olori Ebi. We are not defending anybody. Ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń fi pé statement ẹ lò yẹn ẹ ti ń try láti sọ pé that means pé ẹnìkan ló dájà ẹ lẹ̀ kíjà ẹ kú tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ sọ nìyẹn.
That is what you guys are doing.
Because you're supposed to come and power your quality platform. I'm not a Yomi fan.
I don't belong to
I'm only supporting Yomi because of what he's doing.
I will support what you are doing. Mr. Put mouth in this one. I don't want to put mouth.
The truth we are not telling ourselves on this movement. You see what is not
my own truth is that. My own truth is this. My own truth is that I don't want to put mouth. Let them continue to fight.
Why do you come upstairs?
They can
you don't want to
when they like.
Mr. B,
I don't know what happened. Again,
Mr. Sholake, ní sùúrù.
Why will you come up and say that kind word?
Ẹ má bínú Mr. B. Ó ní nǹkan tẹ́ sọ tí mo fẹ́ dá yín lóhùn ni. Ẹ rí nǹkan tẹ́mi sọ. The same thing ni Mr. Kunle sọ, but àwọn gbé gba ọ̀nà bùnmí. Ó yé yín. Nǹkan tá ọ sọ pé Mr. Sholake sọ ó yé wọn somehow, but n tẹ́ lọ fi ní bóyá kò ń ṣe nǹkan tó mean exactly nǹkan tẹ́mi náà sọ nìyẹn, but maybe he made a mistake then he should apologize.
Mr. Fule kan fi tàgbà sí ni nǹkan tí Sholake fẹ́ sọ náà ti sọ yẹn. Kò sí pé nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ náà ti sọ yẹn.
Okay. To you now, Mr. B, ó yá dúró ní sùúrù. To you now, I'm supporting olórí ẹbí. Is that left to you now? I'm supporting olórí ẹbí.
I'm not saying supporting. I'm not talking about.
That is what you guys came to do now.
You now you are trying to. I'm not saying support. You are trying to say Yomi ló kọ́kọ́ dájà lẹ̀, Yomi ti sọ̀rọ̀ kan. Ẹ mọ̀ kọ́kọ́ tó ṣẹlẹ̀. You are not supposed to make a conclusion. Ẹ wọ́n ní Mr. Kunle ṣe address ọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n open floor fún yín. He point no fingers on anything.
Anybody. So wá yà mí lẹ́nu. Market mo sọ o, jẹ́ sọ Yorùbá dáadáa o. Bó ṣe wà nú ọkàn mo jẹ́ sọ fún ẹ yìí o. Bó ṣe wà nú ẹkùn mi. Bí ẹ̀kọ́ mo ti kọ́ ní English ló ṣe wà nú ọkàn ẹ. Mo ní kí máa yẹn tó lè behave báyẹn again. Pé ìmúrò kan ti parí kíní ti pẹ́. Pé ó tó ṣe méjì ọ̀sẹ̀ mẹ́ta. Mo ń sọ ọkọ̀ tó wà nú mi ni mo ń sọ fún ẹ yìí o. Exactly bó ṣe wà nú mi mo ń sọ fún ẹ yìí o. Ó tó ṣe méjì ọ̀sẹ̀ mẹ́ta. Tí àwọn òbí ti parí kíní tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ mọ́ náà. Ṣé ilé ìtúrísẹ́ ni àbí ó ti pẹ́? Mo ní kí máa tuntun lè behave báyìí. Ṣé kò ṣe pé Yomi tuntun lọ sọ nǹkan mi nípa máa.
Tẹ bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé
ọtíkà Yorùbá yẹn sí.
Kí Yomi ti sọ̀rọ̀ sí ẹni yìí, a máa understand pé ẹ fẹ́ mọ̀ bóyá nǹkan ti ṣẹlẹ̀.
Kó tí mo try ṣe nìyẹn náà.
Bàbá ìwé ìtẹ́ ṣe gbélé yẹn ẹ wò wọ́n gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀bẹ́ẹ̀.
Pé ṣé kò ṣe pé Yomi ti sọ̀rọ̀ sí báyìí báyìí.
Ó ní ó pè kẹ́ sọ pé ẹ má bínú nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ kọ́ nìyẹn. Sometimes we should learn to accept.
Wọ́n ló bẹ́ẹ̀ nǹkan tí mi sọ nìyẹn. Maybe.
Ẹ pé apologize ẹ máa ń gbà tẹ́lẹ̀ ni. Ṣé gbogbo àtẹ́ bá ṣe nǹkan tó bá sọ ẹ máa ní.
No, I'm telling you my mind now personally. I'm able to explain to you.
Ẹ mọ̀ pé mo wá sókè lé ní mo sọ̀rọ̀. Èmi inú tó bí mi mo ṣe wá sókè.
Mr. B. Mr. B, hold on. Sholake, Mr. Sholake. I have an issue with his personality, but it's about time that people leave personality out of whatever's going on right now. Let's face the fact. I mean, take Neimoli as an example now. It's not like Neimoli is in Yomi is in Neimoli's good book or vice versa. But now she's been changing the narrative. Like anywhere she sees that they are saying anything that's wrong about what Break the Silence is doing, she goes up there to correct the narrative. So why can't we just leave personality aside and let's just face the real deal? You understand? Let's not stop, as in let's just stop going this route. It's not nice.
That's why I said I don't want to put mouth. You know,
you don't want to put mouth, then don't talk about it at all. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't talk about it at all. Because at the end of the day, people will think that as in they will start attacking him again, and then we'll go back to that cycle again. People are tired of all this nonsense, honestly. Let's just leave here. See, he's doing something. Let's just focus on the most important thing. Leave all this, this one say this one say that. It's not the right time for all of this.
You see, God's word. Which part of?
Sometimes when Papariano said like, hey, can somebody come upstairs and say something? Take them over in the restroom. And the number of first Papariano ignore video and like the video, there's nothing much there. It's not sometimes like was okay, this is what happened. At that time, Papariano she live and all she live and I was on that live. You know, sometimes you like kill
You mean yesterday?
but sometimes Daddy Shola K.
That's what you mean yesterday. That video was yesterday.
Daddy Shola K. Hold on.
Recent. It's very recent. Yomi don't even know if they exist. He hasn't been talking about them.
Sorry guys, anybody má gbé Mr. Yomi sókè nínú box.
Ẹ má gbé wọn sókè òótọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká move on. It's a normal thing. Ẹ jẹ́ ká move on.
Tó bá fẹ́ máa comment ẹni ẹ mú tu wọn because èmi gan máa fún àwọn gan máa fún Mr. Yomi náà lóhùn.
Comment
it's not about
I will send him to where to go and sleep.
You see, ẹni sọ́ọ̀sì yóò fẹ́ kí Mr. Yomi tó bá sókè máa mú tu wọn máa
nígbà tí ẹ fẹ́ máa gbèjà Yomi á gbèjà rẹ̀. I don't know what you guys are like.
I'm not full of you.
Mr. B ẹ má bínú.
Mr. Yomi ní tiwọn lọ́wọ́, wọ́n ní tiwọn lọ́wọ́. And I believe he's learning from his mistake. Wọ́n ní tiwọn lọ́wọ́ big time.
Ẹ kò lọ respond now. Why you respond?
Wọ́n fi lọ respond. Ẹ máa gbọ́ ẹni kò lọ respond. Ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ respond là ń sọ ni?
Ṣé kò kí ń sun yín ni àbí kí ló dé gan-an? Ṣé kò kí ń sun yín ni àbí kẹ́yẹ́ ká mú fún ọ̀nà kí ló dé gan-an náà?
Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ bá kí
ní tó respond ìjọ sí àti parí ẹ̀dẹ̀ ni. Ẹni kan wá respond.
Nǹkan tí màá sọ fún yín kí n tó bọ́lẹ̀ ń bí ni pé nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ sọ lénìí bóyá oyè yín àbí oyè yín mo mọ̀ pé máa kọ́ ọ̀tí ẹ̀ ọ máa post ẹ̀ tẹ́ bá ti fi ti ara yín gbọ́ kẹ́ bọ́ síta kẹ́ wá apologize. Sorry the punisher tẹ́ bá ti fi ti ara yín gbọ́ nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ sọ torí àwa tàbí bá yín pẹ́ lórí platform yìí nítorí irú èmi àti Mr. Kunle ń sìn mi sọ pé à ń gbèjà yín for nothing but tẹ́ bá ti fi ti ara yín gbọ́ nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ sọ ẹ make sure pé ẹ wá síta tẹ́ nǹkan bá mọ̀ pé nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ sọ lẹ́ni is wrong kẹ́ wá apologize pé nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ mean kan nìyẹn. That is only what I will say because you can't be going forth and back on what you said because you yourself really don't know what you said. Maybe it's not what you want to say and you say it. You understand? That's it. So thank you.
Please, good evening, everybody. I just want to make this complaint. K, please. Yeah. When it comes to this matter of Olorebi and Yomi, please, Shola K, I wrote your comment and I heard what you said. John Turolo, Agbalagba. Agbalagba man, Agbalagba man, Farabale. Look at the way they put the blame on you now. And you know what you are saying. Ijawale. Olorebi can come and say anything. Yomi le jáde kó sọ anything. Wọ́n ti níjà tètè tẹ́lẹ̀ lẹ̀ wọ́n ti parí ìjà. So ti ẹ má put iná sí ẹgbọ́n nǹkan tó sọ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Kí Yomi náà jáde kó lọ ṣe kíní kó lọ reply. Tàbí pé kọ́ máa jà lọ ni. Àwa bí gbogbo kíní máa settle. Ṣé rí ibi tó ń gbẹ́rọ̀ lọ sìn gbogbo àwọn host náà gbogbo náà yìí máa unite papọ̀ if you really need justice. Táṣẹ̀ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní mú evidence jáde. Please, ẹ jẹ́ kó ra wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Shola K, you need to apologize. Ẹ má jẹ́ pé káwọn kan gbé voice ń jáde. Ẹ kàn apologize kẹ́dẹ̀ ṣe kéde ká tibẹ̀. Period. Please. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. Now, what will I apologize for? The only thing I will tell you guys is this, which I'm not going to apologize for it. I will tell you my mind, and that's my mind all along. As far as I'm concerned, their fight, I'm less concerned. Personality, the two of them, I'm less concerned. They can continue to fight as long as they want, and I've made my opinion known about that. I'm not going to beg anybody to stop fighting. That's my own personal opinion. So anybody can either take it or they leave it. As far as I'm concerned, they are not, young children, and I know the kind of person Yomi is, and I think I know a little bit about Olorebi. They will always respond to each other. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to placate any of them. If you guys want to support one and leave the other, or support the other and leave that is your own cup of tea. As far as I'm concerned, well, maybe that's what you thought, but I knew that when it's time for them to stop, they will stop. Thank you very much.
Mr. Sholake, Nkote,
Say
something.
something, please. Good
Okay,
afternoon.
yes, you can talk. Yes, sorry.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, see, to be honest, yeah, we have to be sincere about things, yeah. If we don't know things, we shouldn't just assume. Okay. Now, this particular show that Papariano played was a reaction. I'll say it again, out loudly. It was a reaction to your myth show. Now, the Mandemol situation was on a Thursday. On Friday, Mr. Yomi came out and Mr. Yomi was doing his show. And he said something about a welder. And that's what Mr. Lati, to be honest, I'm being honest here. I'm also for Mr. Yomi. I appreciate what he's doing. I'm for him 100%. But we just have to balance things here. It was a reaction. Okay? But you see, the reason why we can only see Olori Ebi is because of his fracas nature. That's what we are all seeing. He's a reaction. It was not that he just sat down on his own, although he's done that before. But I'm talking about this particular show that Papariano played was a reaction. So please, let's try and verify things before we start, defending one person. Let's be in the middle. These people, they've worked together. All what we should be doing is how to bring them, to make peace between them and see how this can be resolved. Not standing behind one person and actually, fighting the other. To be honest, let's face it. Let's just face reality. There's no point. If we are for justice, when we see white, let's say it's white. If we don't have the full information about what happened, we should ask around, or we should go and search for the video somewhere and see where this came from. I'm blaming Olorebi sometimes because he goes overboard. He says some things that he's not supposed to say. Because we are all in this justice together. There are just some things that shouldn't be said. That I understand. But when it comes to this show, it was a reaction. That's what I'm going to say. Thank you, everybody.
It wasn't a reaction. I was actually on that show, and I will tell you, it wasn't a reaction. Olori was talking about
Realistic.
why was he happy? Why was he happy? He saw everybody saying congratulations. It wasn't a reaction. I was on that line.
Can you tell us what he said prior to the reaction? That will clarify it.
Yes.
Because no one has heard him say anything.
Yomi, I was on Mr. Yomi's live on Friday. So this show was yesterday. So Mr. Yomi was speaking and he mentioned something about a welder. Do you understand? He said something about a welder, and you could tell he didn't mention Mr. Yomi.
Something about a welder, like how? Did he say something about Did he say something about a welder?
Olori is a welder. So
what did he say the welder did?
What did he say the welder did? Not something about Emma break a finger now.
Hold on. He was talking about I didn't record. He was talking about the previous situation that has happened between him and Olori. The fight that they've had. He was just talking about it. Not that he was even insulting Olori. He was just what's it called? Referring to past situation. I know, Mr. Yomi, sometimes you just throw sub. So it was hold on, MLH. It was the sub that he threw at Mr. Olori. That's what he's reacting to. That's
now you mentioned something realistic. You said he didn't insult him or anything, yeah? But now, in his reaction, does it sound like an insult or not?
If you heard him right, he said, me buy eja, me boon you. He was saying it. He was reacting. That's why I said that I don't agree with the way he reacts, because he didn't too fracas. So he takes everything overboard.
On that reaction, for everything you said, are you going to classify it under fight or not fight?
What do you mean?
Where will you classify that replied?
Olori is into fracas. Of course, it sounds offensive. It sounds offensive, obviously.
But I would like to know the statement you said Yomi made about the weather.
I don't have the recording, to be honest.
Take
I don't, no, it's just
Mr.
the
B,
truth. I
hold
don't
on.
have ask Yomi himself, to be honest.
Realistic,
Let us
I will
not, let
still
us
tell
stop,
you,
see,
like,
let
it
us call
wasn't
a
a
spade a
reaction of
spade,
Yomi's
please.
word. It wasn't a reaction. He said it like, why are people saying congratulations? Tó jẹ́ pé òun lòun gbé dání, òun lòun wà wájú, ó ṣe máa jẹ́ Yomi ló máa gbà. It wasn't the reaction.
It was a reaction. It was a reaction.
Congratulations, something.
If you remember, Olori Papariano, please, can you play that video? If you remember, Omon was saying, well, that is not. Hold on.
Let me come down. Let's Olori people come 3-3.
Yes,
so that they can start fighting.
Omon was saying
they can start fighting each other.
It's well done, not a job.
Ọlọ́run tí ó bá yẹ pé gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ respect ni ó yẹ kí n já
ìfọ́lẹ̀ ó
yẹ kí n já ìfọ́lẹ̀ kí wọ́n jà ń bí báyìí.
Not yesterday, Mr. Yomi. I mean on Friday.
I wonder if you have a peaceful home. I wonder.
Because I
Daddy Sholake, bóyá kẹ́ lọ take nap. Bóyá kẹ́ lọ take nap. This is top 5. Okay, take nap for the day. Bóyá kẹ́ lọ take nap because ẹ jẹ́ ká move on. Ẹ jẹ́ ká move on, Daddy Sholake. ẹ jẹ́ ká move on. Ẹ jẹ́ ká move on.
Mr. Ike,
bí personal kìíní máa tẹ̀lé ara wa lọ́sìn.
No,
let's move on. Let's move on. This is just 5 o'clock. Hey, you take nap. It's not even 5. I think it's 4 in UK. Hey, you take nap of the day. Mo ti sọ fún yín pé kò ń ṣe gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ nìyẹn máa answer sometimes. Ìgbà míì wà ọ̀rọ̀ máa wà tó ní sáyè láti sọ ànígbà míì wà yé dẹ́wà tó ní sọ. Let's move on, please.
Ẹ má bínú, Alake 70. Ẹ bá Ṣọlákè sọ̀rọ̀. Tí Ṣọlákè ò bá hùwà ẹ̀wọ̀n ò ní sọ̀rọ̀ sí wọn. Ẹ yẹ ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ síbi tọ́rọ̀ wà. Tí Ṣọlákè ò bá hùwà bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣé Emelech máa bá sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ sí tó tọ̀rọ̀ wà náà. Nísìnyẹn ẹ̀ ń tag Emelech pé kí ló dé ó ṣe ń rí ìfẹ́ sí ilé ẹ̀. Ṣèbí òní Mr. Ike bọ́ta bí wọ́n bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ bí àgbàlagbà. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ sí tó rọ̀ wá àwọn máa pa àwọn máa go left and right. Ẹ̀ ń tàgì Emelech ń sìn pé kí ló dé ṣe ń bá Ṣọlákè sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Tí Ṣọlákè bá wọ́ọ̀ṣ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹni wọ́n tí wọ́n máa bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ ni. Tí bá insult èèyàn bíbá èmi àti mind over àtijọ́ ní issue insult ara wa. If I said what is wrong, you will say what is wrong to me. Ẹ̀ ń sáré tag Emelech. Gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ látàárọ̀ ẹ̀ tag anybody. Emelech lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí tag. No, they will all this.
Okay.
Mr. Kunle ẹjọ́ má bínú. Mr. Sholake, with due respect, tẹ́ bá mọ̀ pé because of your own statement now, you don't want to come in between them. You don't want people to see you as if you're supporting one and you're not supporting one. And I think if you're a man like that, the best you could do is just not to talk about it. That is just the best you could do. Since you don't want to support anybody and maybe you're scared of saying the truth you felt you want to say, then you don't need of instigating people to come up and start fighting, even if you think that is what people want to do. Like what you've been saying the other day, people are thinking. You don't need to think for people. You think for only yourself and say what you want to say. Nobody will think for me. And I won't use the word. I don't even care what anybody thinks about me. I will say it how I say it. And I'm open for correction. That is just it. If you don't want to be in it, you don't want to talk about it because people will see as if you're supporting one person, then you just leave it and let it be. Thank you.
Thank you. That's what I said in the beginning. The first statement from me.
ẹ má fèsì kankan a ti parí chapter yẹn. The chapter is closed now, so we are moving on to the next thing. She understand. So let us just forget about that. It has passed. So now there are many issues on ground, right? Because Papariano started this whole show with the picture or the video of what's this person's name now? Immunizer being handcuffed and being recorded and being posted online. So, of course, it has been established that this is very, very wrong and it is so unprofessional for police to have even allowed that in the first place. So now, we're looking at a way, if possible, of course, if he can actually look at how he can probably file a petition, against that particular station or the DP or the CP or whatever it is. No.
Problem to affect my own peace. Yomi can decide to fight anybody he wants to fight. I'm not going to placate anybody, as I've said. That's giving my own peace. I told you immediately I came up. I said, I don't want to get myself involved in this. I wish they can continue fighting. That's their problem. I thought they have settled this. I don't want to put my mouth. But at the end of the day, I just said, okay, let me chip in something. This is my own thought. For that man to react that way, maybe he has heard something. Maybe. And I use that word, maybe. And I will not be here trying to say, oh, Yomi, don't react. Yomi, react. He can react as long as he wants. That's my own nature. Oh, le bumi kore ki ma bu e pada. Definitely, I'll react. So now to try to say, oh, agbalagba ni mi, kini gangan, kò yẹ kí n máa kọ́ máa jà, ó yẹ kí n bá wọn parí ẹ̀ ní, parí kí ni? Ṣé àwọn jẹ́ bí ọmọdé láti máa parí ìjà fún wọn lọ every time ni? I mean, Papariano let them know that this is a platform, everybody can talk about anybody in this platform. Don't come here and start gagging up against some Olori Ebi people. If you want to fight Olori Ebi or you want to fight Yomi, you can go to their platform and fight. Or you want to support Olori Ebi or you want to support Yomi, you can go to their platform and support. This is a problem that anybody can talk about anybody. We talk about Wumi here, we talk about Baba here, we talk about every other person. We're not here to support somebody blindly. God, that's my nature. I don't support human being blindly. I support what you do.
Mr. Sholake, I think before the live went off, we've settled and we've moved on this past this case.
That's what I wanted to say.
On me, so please, I beg you, sir. Even if you feel offended, just if you show if you para, we have moved past that.
Mr. Sholake, I'm not being. Èèyàn kan sọ nǹkan lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé kó má dàbí kó bóyá ẹ̀ ń take side. Pé bóyá kẹ́ kúkú má sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀. I think that person ẹni yẹn right. Ní dàgbàyà ẹ má bínú. Pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó lẹ́ni yẹn sọ.
Mo sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan nìyẹn, so tẹ́ bá mọ̀
pé
mi mo sọ tẹ́ bá mọ̀ pé ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ tó máa fi mọ̀ pé tó máa fi rò pé ẹ ń take side, you better don't just say anything about it.
Oníkálùkù ló lẹ́ni tó ń support ẹ̀ ń bíbá lójú.
100%. Kò sí tẹ́ máa kò sí tẹ́ máa ṣe sọ kò sí ni ẹ máa fi síbì kan kò sí ni ẹ máa fi síbì kan, so tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ fi síbì kan ẹ fi ẹ mẹ́nu kúrò ń bẹ̀.
Exactly. Okay. So ẹ má bínú ẹ gbàgbé ẹ ní dàgbàyà ṣé ti gbọ́ sà.
Thank you, Precious. Thank you. It's okay, thank you.
Most times àwọn báṣe àgbékalẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀
Sholake, Mr. Mind Overall.
Wọ́n lọ tẹ́kẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe máa take kọ́lẹ̀ lómi ṣe máa take.
Princess City is not about ṣẹ̀rí ọ̀rọ̀ tí àwa tèmi bá Ṣọláṣe sọ ni pé it's not about bóyá èèyàn side èèyàn. Ọ̀rọ̀ tèmi point bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé wọ́n ti ń point finger sí another person without knowing what happened. Tẹ́ bá gbọ́rọ̀ yẹn ẹ máa gbọ́ tán ti sọ pé àwọn mọ̀ pé tẹ́ni yẹn ò bá ẹni yẹn ti sàn kan ló jẹ́ kí lágbájá yẹn ń reply, so he has already pointed a finger to the other person.
Exactly.
Okay.
So ibẹ̀ lèmi ń sọ fún ọ pé ẹ má point finger. Ẹ wo bí èèyàn kan ti kọ́kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ kò point fingers anybody, ó address nǹkan tó ń gbọ́ ó dẹ̀ kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀, but ẹ̀yin ẹ ti point finger. Ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ wọlé tí ó máa rò bóyá nǹkan ti ṣẹlẹ̀ kọ́kọ́, ẹnìkan bá sókè ń sìn ó ní ó ju sub, à ń béèrè pé kí ni sub tó jù, ó ní ó ṣàdárúkọ weather. A ní láti mọ full statement. tí bá wá rí full statement yẹn tó bá jẹ́ tòótọ́ wọn jù sọ àbáwá lẹ́sẹ̀ wá lọ́ba bá ẹnì kejì pé ẹ̀yin gangan ẹ̀ tún dá wàhálà lẹ̀. You understand me? Because èmi ò like wọn ní wọn pé.
Mr. B ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan tẹ́mi fi wá sókè ni pé a ti pẹ́ lórí platform Mr. Shield ó máa ń ní táwọn ṣe máa ń gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ̀. That's why bóyá nǹkan tó sọ nǹkan tí ó sọ but tẹ́mi ṣe understand or tí mo rò nǹkan tẹ́mi sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn and it was nice you corrected me but ó láwọn ẹnìkan lórí platform yìí tí yàn ń fún respect tí yàn respect ara wọn kò sí anybody tó ń gàre anybody kò dẹ̀ respect là ń fúnra wa torí gbogbo nǹkan tí gbogbo wa ń sọ bí assumption ni everything tí gbogbo wa ń sọ bí nǹkan tó wà online ni gbogbo wa ń summarize rẹ̀ lórí. You can maybe be perfect in how you speak in English and you can be perfect also how you speak in Yoruba does not mean you knows it all, and you won't because somebody said something and you will immediately tag that person. The person is being biased as in how we are all been supporting justice in one way or the other. Your voice may be louder than mine, your money may be much than mine, does not mean you support the justice than me. You understand? So that is just good. Very little thing you tag somebody, you are this, you are that, you've been biased, you are not truthful for what? Most of us are that. Most of us don't even want to say something because our kids do listen to what we're saying online. So people should learn how to respect themselves if people are respecting them. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, it's very terrible. Where do we go from here now? But with hello, can you guys hear me?
We can hear you clearly.
Now, looking at what this guy himself is saying, look at that video itself. Like, because Lati said something. He said, "Your music, mandamus." The code go like because ẹrúmbà pé bóyá kò má jáde. Ṣé tí yọm bá gba justice ṣé láti máa close platform ni? Ṣé wọ́n work against the justice Yomi ni? Àbí wọ́n fẹ́ kí justice yẹn kó wá látọ̀dọ̀ Yomi? Because like I don't understand. Ṣó tí ń tó pé bóyá ká pa platform ká máa sá fúnra wa ni? Because like I don't know, like the whole thing just funny me. In as much as I don't want to play it, but I just want to use it to understand the mindset, like what is going on here. I know you can be fighting with some persons, right? But there are some things that are just too factual. Okay, like you cannot use those things to fight. If I want to fight somebody, I know things that you're not doing so right that I will use to correct you. But when it comes to like spoiling your work and everything, like I think that's not it's not fine. Okay, and I also want to say, please, if you are being fracas, there are some things you know you can fight, things you know you cannot even use to fight, because at the end of the day, it will only make people to doubt you yourself. Okay, as we speak right now, unless we want to be biased, okay, Kemi Fabian is really, is pulling strings, and the things he's doing so far is very difficult for Wumi and whoever that came over. It's very difficult for them to see what Kemi Fabian is doing. One of the biggest problems that Wumi has right now is Yomi Fabian. Okay, it's Yomi Fabian, right? And this same Yomi Fabian, like the way those of you who are looking for justice are joining to attack him, it's like you are making Wumi feel like she's right. Okay, whenever you join Wumi to attack Yomi Fabian, you already know where you belong. You already know where you belong. Because now this Mandamus they are talking about, Mandamus. Yomi started the Mandamus. Yomi started it. And as we speak now, Because you see, guys, let me even come on camera. 1 minute. I was already trying to sleep. This man that we are talking about, Yomi started it. Okay? And ever since then, if they say, now let's look at this thing, I want to look at the logic. Okay? I want to look at the logic. Let's play this video. I want to just debunk some few things, not the insults, right? Like, I don't know how people fight, but when me I fight, I don't because I fight and just say things anyhow. No, I'm being careful. 1 minute. Let's cut this one from here. Oh no, it's not going to work that way. No.
Good afternoon, host. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. The little say mo kàn ní láti sọ ni pé the reason why we are still here today is because àwọn kan they usually want to get the glory. Wípé okay, ọ̀dọ̀ mi ni justice ti wá. If somebody tó bá ní nǹkan báyìí ni mò ń ṣe o, tí gbogbo wa bá jọ gbárùkù tí pé okay, let's do it together. Yeah. Kíní yẹn ó ṣeé ṣe kó jẹ́ pé ó máa ti wà successful ju bó ṣe wà yẹn lọ. But ẹ̀ta inú wípé I want this justice to come from me, from my platform. Sure you get. Tó bá pẹ́ kò sí ẹ̀ta inú ni, a máa ti ju bí tá a wà yìí lọ. A kàn wá ń rá bàbà lójú kan, a stagnant sójú kan, eléyìí ìjà lé ní ìjà lọ́la, ìjà lé ní ìjà lọ́la. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ọmọ 26 àbí kí ni age ọmọ tó kú? Àwọn àgbàlagbà wá ń gba bí ẹni gbàgbá ọtí. I think ó yẹ káwọn èèyàn ibi tán gbọ́n ọmọ yẹn ó yẹ kán try láti improve ọgbọ́n wọn because me understand ìjà lójoojúmọ́. The major problem is àwọn kan fẹ́ glory so tí wọ́n bá ti mọ̀ pé glory yẹn kò lè ti ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn wá nǹkan tẹ́nì kejì iṣẹ́ máa try láti bàjẹ́ ni that's just it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bọ́dá ṣe àdírọ́rọ̀ pọ̀ sí orírọ̀.
Billboard gbogbo ẹ̀ ló máa náà fẹ́ ṣe a fẹ́ ṣe protest a máa ṣe conference a máa pe tv ọ máa kọ lẹ́tà ẹ̀rí tó lẹ́tà president yẹn torí mi ni Yomi ò ṣe fẹ́ hámà lórí lẹ́tà president tó ń sọ ṣé president bá wa dá sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ̀ president tó ní kẹ́ lọ́ máa tàgbàdo àti dùndú president bá wa dá sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ̀ yìí ṣé president tá sọ̀rọ̀ justice for Mohbad tí Yomi máa gbé president mọ́ra administrative of our president Bola Ahmed Tinubu it doesn't take nonsense our government of Aṣíwájú Bola Ahmed Tinubu it doesn't take a fork àwọn máa sọ àwọn English ayé Yomi ṣé script ló kọ fún wa ni mi ò bá ẹja o tó bá dẹ̀ bá mi jà máa bá ẹja kí ló ń wọ̀rì ẹ̀ bàbá ẹ̀ mo jẹ́ o number 1 náà ń pe bí báyìí o wá Yomi ṣé script lọ́rọ̀ tó ń ṣe yìí ni ṣé o ti kọ script yìí sílẹ̀ ni ẹ̀yẹ máa wo àwọn.
But I don't understand. Is it because I am calling my platform headquarter number 1 no man test? Ṣé olórí ẹbí wọn come to the flow dey drag headquarter number 1? Me understand because these days any small thing number one lórí kíni. Ah God. Oh good. I. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Àwọn bíìlì àwọn àgbàna àwọn abólówó ṣe kúmọkúmọ kó tó di September yẹn Yomi ò ní jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ gbádùn lórí péjì mọ́ bó ṣe ń lọ sórí ọmọ Àtìbà ló máa lọ sórí.
Where is this?
ọ̀rẹ́ àbúrò mi ọ̀rẹ́ Ògolúwa bóyá ń kó lọ́dẹ ọ̀rẹ́ Ògolúwa ló máa lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ Papariano bóyá ń kó lọ́dọ̀ ó máa ṣèpolo bí ẹni fẹ́ ṣe campaign bí ẹni fẹ́ dìbò ní September yẹn bí ẹni fẹ́ dìbò ni Yomi máa ṣe campaign káàkiri kò ní jẹ́ ká gbádùn ẹ̀yin wọ́n ìtọ́ fi sún síwájú tó fi pẹ́ tó yìí ẹ ò lọ́ọ̀yà ẹ ti sún síwájú jù ẹ gbé wá sẹ́yìn Yomi ò ní jẹ́ ká gbádùn kó tó dìgbà yẹn báyìí Yomi ò ní jẹ́ ká gbádùn.
All right. Yomi kọ́ ló sún ọjọ́ yẹn síwájú. Okay. So àwọn court máa ń ní holiday. So àsìkò yẹn kò bọ́ sí àsìkò tí court máa gba holiday. Court ló gba holiday. So kò sí ètò kan Yomi ní báyìí. From the beginning of this case, kò sí court case tí lawyer àwọn Yomi tí wọ́n miss any court case, nothing wọ́n miss kankan àtọ́ ọlọ́pàá ni ò yọjú. Court ló adjourn case. Kò sí ètò kan Yomi ń bẹ̀. Okay. I know that a lot of you may not understand the court process, and that's why sometimes, it's good that we educate ourselves, Yeah, it's for the better, of the case, if everybody know what is happening. So far, on the case of the mandamus, Yomi is doing very, very well. In fact, if there's one person right now that is actually pushing justice for Mohbad in front of the whole world is Yomi Fabi. She understand, and give that to him. He's been doing so well. Yomi have done so many good things, great things in justice for Mohbad. If you compare to the father of Mohbad and what every other persons have been doing, he has done so much, so well. And we should just pray that it should yield the fruit. It should give us something. It should yield the fruit that we all expect. So, to be underestimating what is at hand currently, I don't think it's nice enough. Okay, and why I'm saying this thing is so that this thing doesn't repeat itself again. Okay, like we can laugh at any other thing, you can drag whatever, but when you are beginning to underestimate the justice itself that we are looking for, like same way we are treating Team Wumi or enemies, that's the same way we will treat, anybody who's causing at the justice that we are looking for, or who's underestimating the justice that we are looking for. I can understand the beef, everything that is ongoing, but please, let's also recognize where effort has been made. Unless anybody is happy with the condition of, of the Mohbad, the situation that it is, nobody can use Mohbad case to seek relevance for themselves, to fight their fight. You cannot do it. Okay, please, let's know where to fight. Even me, who is here, the reason why I disagree with Aloba is because Aloba is not fighting for justice. If I see Aloba doing the right thing for Mohbad, I swear, who am I to be saying I'm fighting against Aloba? If he's doing the right thing, when he was with Berekete, I came out, I called him out, I screamed out, do the right thing. If it were to be Aloba that is in court today, that is doing this mandamus, do you know how they would have been praising him? Do you know how they would have been saying, Papariano, you see, now we know who you are, okay? Because tell me what you want. Now Aloba is in court, Aloba is winning, Aloba is doing this, Aloba is doing that. You see, now you are not supporting him. Then you will have reason to doubt me. But I'm supporting somebody who is fighting correctly and doing the right thing. Should I be blaming myself? And that's why I said, host, please, okay? Be very careful. And this applies to many hosts. If you are tired about justice for Mohbad, don't spoil it for those who are not tired. You can stay quiet and watch. Like me, sometimes I don't just come live. Okay? I don't just come live. I'll just stay watch to understand what is going on, because this is a case that if you don't calculate very well, one wrong step can cause you big problem. One wrong thing that you say, it can cause you big problem. So me, myself, I am very, very careful. I know people are watching me a lot. This show that we are making, people will still replay it and listen to it again and looking for different errors that I've made. So while I'm speaking, I have to be careful and make all those considerations. Because people have hijacked, this whole case, and they are trying to use it to get views, do many things for themselves. And with the way they are going about it, they are forcing it. And these are people that a lot of them, they are inexperienced about social media. And that's why nothing is working for them, and they keep pushing and keep pushing. I want to say something, right? Most of you who are in this Just Mohbad and who are the fight from Just Mohbad, please, whatever platform you go to, there are some people in Team Wumi, they'll be creating fake account name and be humiliating people. I mean, please tell those hosts to block those accounts or kick them or delete them. It's not needed. Okay? I don't want to be correcting hosts randomly, but look at Papariano who have been here, who a lot of you even learned from. You see, I'm very careful. Look at the whole of my chat. You will hardly see one name. I saw somebody right there, Yomi Alado. When I kick the person, block the person went to bring a different account that is no longer Yomi Alado or whatever, that is not insultive. And the person is here commenting, writing, are you not happy? I know you. But that same thing, you will take that same name to other platforms. I want to tell most of you hosts, imagine that somebody come here with a name that says Papariano is a smoker, Papariano, Papariano or Mutim. Do you think me as a host, I will let that name to be here? Imagine somebody come here now with a name and say Super Vibe, Super Vibe. Do you think I will let somebody have such name here? Where's my morality? Where is it? All this Team Women that you see, right? In the beginning, they were flooding my platform. But there's one thing all of you will trust me. Even when they were flooding my platform, my stand is unshakable. My stand, and when they're even here, you will never see me allow them to bully you on my platform. Any of you seeking for justice, you will never, because this is the group of justice seekers, but we are open-minded to debate anybody based on our truth. It's not just a platform where anything happens, anything goes. No, me as a host, I have a stand. As a host, I believe that Wumi is not innocent in the death of Mohbad, and the child she's carrying, I don't believe that child belongs to Mohbad. So if you are coming as somebody who disagree with me, you are coming to debate what my platform stands for. Do you understand that? It's not just a place that, oh, let everybody just come. No. I am defined. I know what I believe in and where I stand. But I have open mind to engage, people who see things differently. I don't have problem, with us engaging each other based on the difference. I don't have problem to engage anybody. And when you look at it, I am the moderator. Why are you guys moving people now? What if they want to ask questions? Don't be removing people like that now, please. Okay, maybe the account is noisy.
Yeah, I don't insult you for many platforms. I know they like to, if you come here, they take them easy.
If it's insulting,
they insult you anyhow. I mean, like,
no. If you want to ask question, I don't have a problem with that. It's so far it's yet.
No, not me even drop. Not me drop them. Not me drop them. Make them bring them back.
See, if you have a contrary opinion, this is social media, and the case we are discussing, it involves the future of our country. It involves our Nigeria. It is not my Nigeria, our Nigeria. And everybody has the right to speak to it. If I'm thinking that the wife is not innocent, and you think the wife is innocent, that I am making up things, I mean, come up, let's rub mine, let's discuss it. I don't have problem, okay? I don't have problem. It is when I cannot stand you, or debate you, or argue with whatever you are saying, right? Or maybe when you have the truth, you are able to, put some things to me and I don't have answer for it, and I continue to push wrong narratives. I think that then you can say I'm biased. But when I'm open-minded, I say, come, let us look at this thing in the way I'm saying it, right? This is how I see it. I see that the wife is not innocent. And I think the wife is covering up. I think the wife is hiding, blah, blah. You can have a contrary opinion because I'm not the most intelligent person. You can be more intelligent more than me and see what I don't see. So what I expect is, okay, come, let's discuss it. Or is there anybody in this live stream who believe Wunmi is innocent in the death of Mohbad? I'm just asking. If you think Wunmi is innocent in the death of Mohbad, say yes. If you think she's not, say no. And don't be scared. Right? Don't be scared.
She's not innocent.
No, I mean comment section. I want from the comments. Don't be scared to stand for whatever you believe in. We'll just talk about it, okay? We'll just talk. And if you don't know, you can say you don't know. It is allowed to say you don't know, right? Ahead. Okay.
Papariano, I saw something yesterday.
Yes.
If you don't mind.
All right.
I want people to correct me. Where do I start from? I was in a supervised platform yesterday.
Supervised again.
You see, I have to mention name. I'm so surprised what happened there yesterday. Because I never accused anybody in J4M. I try to look at the person's behavior all along. Well, yesterday really breaks my camel's back. Seriously.
Your camel's back. Are you riding camel?
Yeah. Because I believe that platform is a justice platform.
You said.
But yesterday.
You said Golden Sea has good stature. Do you remember?
No, Papariano, I'm serious now. This guy baffles me yesterday. Maybe somebody can correct me. What happened there yesterday? The place was taken over by Wunmi's people. To the extent that the guy, was like, he has no choice than, they were telling him that there's no justice anywhere. I don't know why this guy is still opening his platform. I mean, I don't expect him to open again. Because he accepted that we are wasting our time. What are we doing here? We've got the justice. They were telling the guy that which justice are you guys looking for? So I don't know why the guy is still opening platform again. They told him to his face.
Can somebody correct Sholake?
Okay, Mr. Sholake, I will say something. This is what I'm similar to you in one way, but in the other way I'm not. I'm someone that likes to be convinced. You have to convince me to believe what you're saying. You understand? But I will listen to you to give me your point and your reason why you stand on something. But you now talking about that platform. If you are there and what they're saying there, you don't like it, my brother, you leave. You won't now be saying, why will he still be opening his platform? It's his platform. He has right to do whatever he's doing on his platform. And if you think he is not doing justice, we leave. It's just so simple. You understand? This is what we are all saying. Everybody have their freedom of speech. Let anybody say what we want to say. But people that are looking for justice, let's just be focused and look forward. For me, that is it. I don't need to say, don't open your platform, open your platform. If the platform is not good for me enough to go to, I stop. Simple.
Exactly what I did yesterday. Exactly what I did. So, I mean, moving forward. Now you are saying that you agree with me that place is not for justice again. That place is just for the fun of it. Which, as you said, of course, I removed myself immediately. I was invited to that platform by a friend. I was there. I was listening.
Mr. Sholake.
All of a sudden,
Mr. Sholake, I will go against your statement. You said I'm agreeing with you.
Yes.
I'm not agreeing with you.
Because you now say that they can open the platform. So far, they are for justice or not. So automatically, we should all believe that it's not for justice.
Baba, me, I'm for justice 100%. So I'm not saying one person is not for justice till justice is being served. So that's it for me. That's it.
No, I, of course, I won't call him at justice personally.
Baba, can
but as far as I'm concerned,
Baba Sholake, can I come in? If you see such a platform, go on your phone, go to settings, go inside, press block. Then you block the platform. Save your mental health. Like I do.
Simple.
You'll be happy.
Simple.
So at the end of the day,
and that is what I said before, Mr. Sholake. Like I
which
said,
I've done. But we thought not. I mean, people should be free to go to any platform they like. People will say, okay, well, we are for justice. But if people are now on your platform telling you that you are wasting your time and you agree with it, so why are you saying you are still looking for justice? They've told you there's no more justice, and you agree. But why are we deceiving ourselves now?
Mr. Sholake, Papariano just said some minutes ago, if he said Wumi is not innocent, and the person feel Wumi is innocent, the person is free to come up and debate with him. So it's like that. You understand me? So, leave super vibes alone. Hope we continue.
Do we have any? But why are the team Wumi not defend? Do we have anybody supporting Wumi here? If you are here supporting Wumi, don't be shy, please. Abi, wait. Is it because okay? I will add Super Papariano. But they know where to go to all this team with me. They take time to watch the person, listen to the person. They know who is easy for them to manipulate. They know people who are easy for them to touch their brain. A lot of them they've been here. They've tried all these things back and forth, but it's not yielding. Team women, I make on the final now. No be say una no dey this life. Una dey this life. Una dey listen to me. Una dey this life stream.
The Punisher don't block all of them, Papariano.
But they create new accounts now. They create if you see them like cockroaches and rats on Supervibe platform.
They're not gonna let you know now. They're not gonna let you know.
I tell Supervibe that.
Yeah, because okay, I will go to my block list. I will go to my I will go my block list. Wow. I will go to my block list. Because I say I don't see them, so it means you guys are blocking them. I was thinking maybe they have repented, that they don't do justice anymore. I don't know that you guys are targeting them. Once they get in here, don't come here. Wow. Because I've been saying that, where are these people? See that they don't exist anymore. So they are still fighting badly. Like they are still fighting. And what is their point?
They're fighting though.
Everybody.
Supervibe is their new home.
Team just for Mohbad. Okay, it doesn't matter who you're supporting, whether you're Team Wumi, Team Baba, everybody. I think everybody should support what Yomi Fabi is doing now, including Wumi lawyer, Baba lawyer, Temu lawyer, Akara lawyer, Angel, everybody. Yomi Fabi believed that the police have not well investigated this case. The only way you can be against Yomi is if you can tell us that police has well investigated this case. Then we will ask you questions. Maybe you will be the one to answer all our questions. That would be nice. But if you believe that this case should be well investigated, then support what Yomi is doing. Where is the sun? Right now, it's completely hatred. It is through this mandamus that you will know that, they are really enemies of justice. Who remember the Baba bad.
You know that lawyer, Temu lawyer, used to watch your show.
I said, all of them. How can you be in this case and not watch my show? I mean, they all know they all know what they are hiding. That's why. Let's see what happens in this case, because the IG Tunji is the one, the new IG, the fate and justice from above will be on his shoulder. But again, there's one problem we have here. The Inspector General, IG, was sued. And I believe that IG was informed that there's a case against them in court. Why did they not send a lawyer to go and represent in court? I swear, if you put all the dots together, you see that Mohbad's death, it seems to be a death coming from the hand of somebody in the government. Look at the chairman of the DNA and Forensic Center, Somiari, that took Mohbad's sample abroad for examination. Look at the way they treated the sample. They kept it in a place whereby it has to rotten, like it was no longer useful. Sample that's supposed to have been sent since September. It was March that it just sent it. That's why I'm saying that. You see, in as much as we are disagreeing with Yomi Fabi, you have to give it to him. The same person went to Lagos State, you know. He pulled the string, where the commissioner of police, Fayoade, all of them, they have to be there, discuss this issue, make everybody understand the importance of getting justice from Mohbad. And you could see that even the police, ensured, that there will be justice, blah, blah. And that same police today went silenced today. In fact, they promoted the police officer. And then one will ask ourselves, the pattern is showing that it's government that is fighting Mohbad, not Wumi. Wumi and others and Kun, they seems to, if I even look at it by the government, they seem to know what killed Mohbad, but hiding under the government. Is it that, look at how much we scream, with even Berekete created awareness. Are you telling me that our awareness is not enough? The awareness was so much enough. VDM also created awareness in Mohbad's case. It reached everywhere in this country. The case that was in the National Assembly. Tell me, how far can a case go?
Papariano, good afternoon. Hi, Shalake, hi everybody. The awareness that you mentioned is a bit funny. You know, it's like a cancer, right? Sometimes you have a cancer, and then one have a cancer, and doctor will keep an eye on it, keep a watch. Yeah, they said they keep a watch. They don't want to, prescribe any treatment. They just want to keep an eye on it, especially if you have something like prostate cancer. And then they look at it like, okay, you know what? Let's keep going. And we'll keep an eye on that. If it's about to be exploded, that's when they now subject that person to a very drastic treatment with operations and all that. So the awareness you're talking about, it was really high at one point. Yes, you're very right. But now, I believe the government is keeping a tab, keeping a watch on what's going on. If it's going out of hand, then they have to take a drastic measure to resolve the solution. And that's the way I see it. Do you understand? Yeah. So that's why it's good to make more noise, right? Make more noise, and then
that's what I'm saying.
Let's continue pushing.
My purpose of saying
it reaches a point in time, the solution has to be, they have to resolve it.
Yeah. My purpose of saying we have created enormous awareness in this case is to say there is no excuse for the government to say they don't know about this case. I mentioned everybody that has been creating awareness. VDM, Yomi Amzad, Berekete, OCM, and every other person. QH Radio, that was almost every day show for QH Radio. So, the government intentionally is working against justice for Mohbad. We took them to court, yet they did not show face. It's so funny how it can now happen that government who is supposed to uphold the law, who is supposed to use the law to punish criminal, are now the one hiding their face. Because the law stopped working. Because their friends is involved in the crime. The law stopped working. That law.
It's a lot of nepotism. Nepotism is serious. It's a serious issue. The government, so yeah, that's one of the issues there, and that's what gives back to the endemic corruption. Yeah, that's what it is.
So
bribery and corruption.
We have created enough awareness on this case that even without going to court to say you are seeking for mandamus, okay, even without going to court, right, the government, we are supposed to already do the needful, even without us shouting. So there is no excuse of them not knowing about this case, but they are completely doing I don't care. And that's why I appreciate the effort of the foundation. Because even though with the, with the conspicuity that this is so obvious, that these people don't want to do this, there is still pressure pushing them. That's where there can be a case in court and the police still cannot show up. That's a very big embarrassment. A very big embarrassment on the case like Mohbad.
Can I say something on that?
Benjamin, one minute. Benjamin Hundeyin, who has previously said that, you know, they have done the needful, they are doing whatever they're supposed to do. And also the previous PPRO that is now in, I think, River State or whatever. I think you all are now seeing. And this is where I think we should create more awareness to call out the Nigerian police. Why are they scared to defend their investigation in the death of Mohbad? Do they want it to end like Dele Giwa, to end like Fusha Williams? Are they intentionally protecting criminals? Or they are against, or they are punishing criminals? Because the best place where this whole thing is ought to have been settled is in court. The social media is making noise. We have no evidence. But now there's so much evidence put together to show that Nigerian police compromised with Mohbad case, and the case is in court and the police refuse to show up. Who knows their next plan now? But whatever the case may be, we have foundations and we have great men and women who are pushing so hard to shape the devil. Go on.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Papariano. Your sentiment is very accurate and correct, but there are some patterns that I want to bring to light, and I want everybody to listen to me with open mind. The Nigerian police is an institution that believe in the cause of justice, and they believe that working with the society will always make them to achieve results. But one thing with this kind of advocacy, particularly when members of a family who are supposed to be the secondary beneficiary of that justice, if it's served, working in a kind of way that is strange in the Nigerian society. Go and check anywhere since Nigeria, we've been hearing about justice. I have never seen anywhere family members are acting the way they are acting in Mohbad's case. And majority of the justice seekers that you mentioned, if you check very well, they were easily bought or cajoled to be behind either side of these members of the family. And that is the neutrality that Break the Silence Foundation and honest justice seekers like yourself and others are doing. So the moment these family members, including the wife, the parents, they notice whoever is agitating for justice for Mohbad, they find a way to either scare the person away or buy some people. And then you start seeing, even the ogas, those that were Mohbad's boss, it's either somebody stay behind them, behind the wife, or behind the family, the Baba side. And at the end of the day, the division comes up to be like, the police will look at it, you are the one agitating for justice, you are the one representing the public, but you have already taken side. And when we want to go after your own person that you are taking side with, we can't move forward. So the major problem that has militated against this struggle is the fact that those people that the public entrusts and believe in that were vocal, because the public might make noise, but they would expect the people that are speaking to be representing the public to interface with them, but they turn out to be easily swayed. Look at the actress behind the main, one of the main suspects, the other activist behind the Oga, the other radio station behind the Baba. At the end of the day, you are not going to get anything with such. If the public, because all these people are claiming to be representing the public or whoever is speaking on behalf of the public should be coming straight with extreme neutrality. Because these are the people that they are using to now speak something different. Me, I can't go in front of the police and be saying, okay, leave the Baba, or don't touch Wumi, or leave Naramali, leave Samilari. I can't be doing that nonsense. And there is no way they will keep investigating Mohbad's case. The police, let me be honest with you, that honest truth that you don't know. The honest truth is that they always start from Mohbad's petition. At every time they go into Mohbad's case, they always start from the petition he wrote and the evidence that he was battered, beaten, bruises all over his body. And those people that were accused. So those ones will always be dragged in, that it's linking to you. So whatever the case may be, that is where it's looking like the government not listening. And then these people, they've cleverly draw in some powerful people to say, come and help us speak to them in government. And when the names of those people occur, the Nigerian public twists allegation around those people. Hey, this one is the father. This one is about drugs, to scare away the public. And the people, the real problem is whoever is representing the public as a voice, they always tend to compromise or take side with either of the suspects. There is no way they will do Mohbad's case. The fact that his petition and how he was beaten here and there is going to be valid because he had complained before he died. So it is not statuba. He still deserves justice against those that were beating him around, tormenting him and oppressing him here and there. Those ones, they are looking for people to help them in government to say they should remove them. They should not punish them. We know what happened. Why did they remove them from the case? If the old DPP could say Sam Larry does not have a case to answer, then you should know we have a problem. So now let's go back to the Wunmi. How the actress that led the old onslaught, that was getting attention from CNN, BBC, all of them, suddenly turned around and said, okay, come under me. Will the police take you serious? Because they find a way to cajole. Then the other, so that effort of neutrality was not there until this J4M community and a few of us took our stand and say, none of them is, if you go into the case, you know that they all did something and they all connived at some point to deny Mohbad justice, and they were now facing the police with, please, look this side, look this side. When you now look at everything done in Lagos State, you will check that anything that will absolve Wunmi was done in the Lagos State matter. Anything that will absolve Mr. Joseph Aloba was done in Lagos. Anything that will absolve Naira Marley and Sam Larry was done in that case that was in Lagos, that had only the nurse and spending. Those two persons take the fall. Those three department section have been absolved. Then how do you want to get justice? And if you check, all these people names that you mentioned have these individuals behind them. That's the power play. It's so simple. It's not a rocket science. But now that the public is now getting their hearts together and we are now standing tall, we don't need to start abusing the police too much. We can call them to questioning. We can, speak to authority, challenge them the way and the language that we should challenge them. Trust me, you guys don't know what is going on. Mohbad is going to get justice. I know what I know. The governments, there are some sanitarities the government will not like that they should bring to them. And even we that we are taking it up to this level, do you know the kind of pressure, attack, defamation, and everything that we face from all these different camps? Do you know what they have done to silence somebody like myself so that I can compromise? Do you know how many times they've tried to lure me into saying, come and collect money and then blackmail you with it? And you guys should be grateful that at the end of the day, you're me like, oh, there is no way I have compromised. Because you won't feel me. Because you resign. Each of them, not to make attempt, this guy find a way to buy him to accept or silence him. And when I see that, I won't put myself in a situation whereby they will be saying, oh, they're going to so we're not feeling. So when they go back to the case now, give me just 3-4 days when the entire full documents are out, all the new leads and all the areas, the gray areas, it will be published openly all over the world. Everybody will see it. Then they would know. The Inspector General of Police, IGP Tuji Disu, is a man of honor. He believed that the police reputation needs to be upgraded under his watch. He believed that he needs to respect the uniform because he is a father himself. He believes that this case of Mohbad is bringing an embarrassment to the government of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and that is not what this government represents. If the government is not interested in justice for Mohbad, you will never ask. I can't write to the president and they will respond. When I saw that the IG and the people in FCID were not doing the right thing, I won't get right to the NSA, and they will respond and say, what are you people doing in that case? It's to show you that the government wants it, but when the family and the few people that are also in government that they used in Lagos are also trying to press button, then of course politically you have to take time because this is election period. So we are going to ensure that the same period is what we take advantage of. As Eric Richly said, we need to now up our game, make some serious, reasonable noise. We are not causing trouble. We are not, downgrading the government, but we are demanding for our rights and demanding for the right of Mohbad, that his right to life was taken away from him, and we don't care who is involved. We can see the facts of the case. It's obvious. Just one thing, bring the full video connected to Adura. You will see the justice. The death of Mohbad is between Omomi, Zomo, Adura Darosha, and Baba Mohbad. That's, you cannot find the Aria Omar and the rest of others. Towa is included. Within Aria Omar, and you will see, you will realize eventually, if the police do their job, which they have done, which I know, particularly Mumi, Hadura, Darosha, and by extension, whoever called all the other people in, the police will do that. So simple as that. And it's becoming a stain to the government. So I will echo your sentiments, host. We will not relent. Activism and getting justice means that you have to be persistent and you have to be consistent. And you are not going to be biased. Don't queue behind any member of a family. Any platform, any host doing that is trying to derail or slow down. And if we know ourselves, we move. And we will get what we want. They are giving us audience in court. What else do we want? The national NSA is giving us audience. Presidency is giving us audience. That is the way we go about any other justice we are pursuing. Because the family had already laid back. We at the family Mohbad had been saying that if you do this, can you do this to my family? Maybe if there was no compromise from members of the family of Mohbad, it would have been easier. But they compromised at some point. And whatever compromise or level of compromise they got themselves involved in, they should face it. They should face it according to the law. So, when you need hatred is anybody, or not that the government doesn't want to do it, we, the public, should stand tall and be united in our own way. If there are anti-justice, the enemy of justice, or those that have been paid to disrupt justice, if you pack them in one place, you will not even know they exist. Me, I don't see any other thing. I don't see anything anywhere else. Except something is sent to me and say, yeah, you must convince me before I even open anything. Go and check my people. They don't send anything to me anyhow. If you send to me, you must convince me, send me your voice note, say, I want you to hear so particular something. That's when I will open or read, watch anything. I don't do it. Because I am too focused and I have a bigger fish to fry. We must deliver and the public must not be put to shame. Mohbad must not be put to shame. And those are priority. Anything other than that, anything. So I want to believe you understand why it looks like the voices were not heard. It's because of the people that were leading before. They were leading, they were getting there, and at some point, the family members and the people involved, they quickly buy who they can buy to their side. And that division weakens police efforts because they will look at it. These are the people that can go out and say, we have messed up. And they are not going back to accuse the police. None of these people, check well, none of these people I mentioned have accused the police of not doing the right thing in this case. Go and check. Go and check.
I have a question, please, Yomi. I heard you trying to break down the what's it? Maybe a communique sent to you about the people want to join you all of a sudden out of the blue.
The emotion. It is emotion.
Emotion, yeah. Yeah. Have you published it out? It'd be nice for you to just go over it again. I know it's a bit lengthy, but I just wanted to capture some few things.
Okay, you want me to read it again?
I don't know. Or if you have it on your page, I can go and read
it.
No,
I know you compensate good effort. Don't worry. So that's Sholeke. Sholeke, is Sholeke still there? He owe me another lion. Instead of getting angry.
I'm just trying to understand
you can see my pattern now. My personality is good now. Instead of getting angry, I'll be quiet. Instead of asking for sorry, I'll ask for baby lion.
Yeah.
Or lion. Abi?
Exactly, better. So at least use them.
I'm trying, because when you had the breakdown, I was listening to it. So, we're trying to understand, because
now,
at the moment.
I'll read it.
Okay, thank you.
Baba Sholeke, your father also you at the baby lion, Gigabasi. Eli, what toilet you send there?
No, also, I can say, Yomi, you said something now. Before you answer, Richie, let me just say it in my own language to echo it. Why we are having problem all along, I think either we like it or not, you said it, and it's ringing a lot in my ear now, that all those people have been supporting one person or the other. They are not neutral. When you talk of Brekete, QH Radio, and every other person, I can't continue mentioning him. If you continue mentioning their names, they are one like teacher to one person. So at the end of the day, they will find it difficult to get justice. They will find so difficult. Because, okay, look at this guy that just locked up now. The guy started very well. But all of a sudden, he shifted. He now finds it so difficult to talk the truth. So one way or the other, those people leading the voice, people who has voice, they shifted. Look at very dark man. All of a sudden. So at the end of the day, I think that's why we're having problem. If you can have somebody who is not partial, he doesn't support anybody, like this platform, is free to talk, can do anything to any member of the family, I think we'll have get somewhere by now. Exactly. Thank you very much.
And that's why you see that the government are listening to somebody like myself, because your reputation must precede you. So let me go on with that stuff before. All right. I'm going to start from the beginning. In the Federal High Court of Nigeria, in the Abuja Judicial Division, holding at Abuja, suit number FHC ABCX 636/2026. Registered trustees of Break the Silence Foundation and Inspector General of Police, Nigerian Police Force, Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Police Command as respondents, and Mr. Samson Obagoye, party seeking to be joined / interested party. Motion on notice. Brought pursuant to order 9, Rule 14 and 15 of the Federal High Court Civil Procedure, Rules 2019, Section 34 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, and under the inherent jurisdiction of this honorable court. That is the heading. Now, take notice that this honorable court shall be moved on the /day of /2026 in the hour of 9 o'clock or so thereafter in the forenoon, where the counsel for the applicant shall be praying this honorable court for the following orders. 1. An order granting leave joining the applicant as an interested party in the above mentioned suit. 2. Any such further orders that this honorable court shall deem fit to make in these circumstances. Dated 19th day of June 2026. Bababa Mileki Odugbeson and Co. Applicants Council. Now, I'm going to the full stuff now. Registered trustees of Break the Silence Foundation and Inspector General of Police, Nigerian Police Force, Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Police Command as respondents, and Mr. Samson Obagoye, party seeking to be joined and interested party / interested party. Affidavit in support of application for joinder as an interested party. Hi, Peter Emaiku, male, adult, Nigerian citizen, Christian/Muslim, businessman and community advocate of Odugbeson and Co. Kingfem Plaza, Jahi District, Abuja, do hereby make oath and state as follows: that I am the litigation clerk in the employ of Baba Bemileke Odugbeson, the lead counsel for the applicant seeking for leave to be joined in the suit. Number 2, that I have the consent and authority of my principal, Barrister Baba Bemileke Odugbeson of Odugbeson and Co., and the applicant seeking to join in this matter to depose this affidavit. 3, the fact deposed to hearing are facts made available to me by the applicant and the lead counsel, Baba Bemileke Odugbeson Esquire, at our office on the 18th June 2026 at about 4 p.m. And I verily believe them are as follows. Hey, this is stuff that you have to pay attention to now. Hey, that the present suit was filed by Break the Silence Foundation in relation to issues arising from the death, investigation, justice process, public accountability, and related matters concerning the late Nigerian artist Ileroluwa Promise Aloba, popularly known as Mohbad. B, that the applicant has been a keen supporter of the call for justice, transparency, accountability, and justice in respect of the circumstances surrounding the death of the late Ileroluwa Promise Aloba. C, that since the death of the said Ileroluwa Promise Aloba, the applicant has followed the public, legal, and investigative development concerning the matter with deep concern. D, that the applicant's interest in this case is not speculative, academic, or merely emotional, but is founded...
Sorry, 1 point. I'm sorry. Applicant with S or applicants?
Applicants.
With S?
Yes, as apostrophe S. That's, it's...
Okay. So singular. Okay, singular. Thank you.
So the applicant's interest in this case is not speculative, academic, or merely emotional, but it's founded upon his active, that is the applicant, and that's Obagoye, is founded on his active involvement, contribution, and continuous participation in efforts directed at ensuring that the circumstances of the death of the deceased are properly investigated and lawfully resolved. E, that the applicant has contributed financially towards lawful efforts, advocacy, logistics, and other legitimate engagements connected with the pursuit of justice in respect of the said case. F, that the applicant has also participated in meetings and engagements with relevant authorities, police authorities in Lagos State concerning the investigation and allied matters arising from the death of the late Ileroluwa Promise Aloba. G, that the applicant...
Sorry, Mr. Yomi, sorry. So the focus is the contributed the meetings with the police authority in Lagos, not in Abuja. I'm just interested.
He said, do I read that again?
Yeah, please.
F, he said that the applicant has also participated in meetings and engagements with relevant police authorities in Lagos State concerning the investigation and allied matters arising from the death of the late Ileroluwa Promise Aloba. G, that the applicant is still involved in meetings and lawful engagements with the police and other concerned persons in Lagos with a view to ensuring that the investigation is not abandoned, compromised, or treated without the seriousness it deserves. H, the essence of calling the Lagos area is so that they can say they should go and do the case in Lagos or whatever it is, I don't know. H, that by reason of the applicant's financial contribution, this is the reason why, said that by the reason of the applicant's financial contribution, personal involvement, continued participation, and lawful engagement with the police in Lagos, the applicant has a real, substantial, and sufficient interest in the subject matter of this suit. Do you pick that, Richard? Hi, that the applicant is aware.
Thank you, I got it. Thank you.
That the applicant is aware that the decision of the Honorable Court in this matter may directly or substantially affect the work, efforts, contributions, and legitimate expectations of persons like himself who have actively supported the lawful pursuit of justice in the Mohbad case. Okay, now we have J, that the applicant is desirous of being joined in this suit as an interested party so that he may place before this honorable court relevant facts within his knowledge and protect his legitimate interest in the proper, transparent, and lawful resolution of the matters connected with the case. K, can you hear that too? That one is also very, you have to round that up. That is why everything, that's what he brought. K.
So the applicants, that's a desirous and legitimate interest, yeah, which is okay. And what's the
K, he said that the applicant's proposed joinder will not prejudice any of the existing parties in this suit. IJKLL, that the applicant's joinder will assist this honorable court in effectually and completely determining the real questions in controversy between the parties. M, that the applicant does not seek to be joined for the purpose of delay, obstruction, publicity, or personal gain. Would you like to share with you? Is that one lateral?
You're so funny.
Do I pay big already?
Yeah.
Better way. Continue. Everybody just some say, I'm oh Kalatara want here, it's here, or from gift. But you can't wait, so, I don't more you mean here. So, M, that the applicants seek to be joined solely in the interest of justice, public accountability, and the due administration of justice. O, that the applicant is ready and willing to abide by all lawful directions and orders of this honorable court upon being joined as an interested party. That unless the applicant is joined as an interested party in this suit, his interest and contribution to the lawful pursuit of justice in this matter may not be properly represented or protected before this honorable court. That it will be in the interest of justice to grant the application for leave to be joined in this matter. That again, 5, that I depose to this affidavit in good faith, conscientiously believing the contents to be true and correct and in accordance with the Oath Act. So I will now go straight to the prayers. So that's okay. Are you okay with that? Because the man can go.
No, thank you. You know, the bit that I wanted to cover, you mentioned it. And I like the fact that on the reference L, you know.
The prayer. Let me read the prayer. It's just 3. Then you can answer. So his own prayer, 6.0. The applicant respectfully praise this honorable court to 1, an order joining Mr. Samson Obagoye as an interested party in this suit. Number 2, an order directing the parties to amend their processes where necessary to reflect the joinder of the applicant. Number 3, such further order or others at this honorable court may deem fit to make in the circumstances of this case. So that number 2, you can see an order directing the parties to amend their processes.
Yeah, so but thank you. This is the bit that I got a bit confused, because you see this prayer number 2 that you mentioned, is a little bit conflicting what you said on L above. Do you understand? It says something that we assist an honorable and all that we support, and there wouldn't be any disruption. But this number 2 is clearly, it's kind of a contradictory statement. Anyway, continue. Yeah, thank you.
No, you see, in courts, the reason in courts, in cases like this, attempts to bring this kind of application at this time under normal circumstances.
I know you mean. I know.
All it's malicious. You understand? Because nothing absolutely is attached to the motion affidavit, like any cogent evidence or trying to point us to that I have a new lead separate from what they might have applied, Brady Silence might have applied. So joining me will strengthen the reason why they should give the mandamus. Nothing absolutely. So if what was planned came true, I know what was planned. Even it was so funny.
Mr. Yomi, can you allow me to just ask you a follow-up question?
Please go ahead, sir.
Let me ask you this question.
Go ahead.
Did your lawyer or this person applicant, has he spoken to you? Did you know him? Is anybody, maybe your lawyer said somebody called them, maybe somebody has spoken to them before dropping that application, or maybe you have an hint from anywhere that somebody is going to join your this thing, or anyhow? Can you tell the public? Is there anything you heard about it from your lawyer, from anybody? Or he has spoken to somebody who told you something? Anyhow, please tell the public.
Thank you, sir. I think without jumping the gun, I want to believe the only time my lawyer would have the contact of this particular applicant is when they file. That is when you have the contact of whoever is trying to be joined in the suit because they served us. I want to believe that is when my lawyer got the contact. And when he reached out to me that a particular lawyer is trying to join the matter, an applicant, the lawyer is filing for an applicant. And I asked the right questions. Even as a matter of fact, I published the chat between me and my lawyer. I put it out there for transparency's sake. Look at me and look at the response I gave immediately. What will be his interest? Will it prejudice what we have done or anything? What did he bring to the suit? Because he wants to join what we have already filed. It must be an improvement or something that will add flavor or color to what we are doing. And he said, if none of this are answered, what you've sent to me, I can't even find anything in it, as even a layman. So, and the lawyer said, well, you are correct. So what's the decision? I said, our decision is that we're not going to be accepting it, and I will be able to speak to my board of trustees. And then I think the lawyer also reached out to one of the board of trustees, that is Dr. MB Badru, who lives in Kano. He works in Kano as a lecturer. So I think he echoed the same sentiment. So that was the only time I got to know. And me, I was even expecting that by now, as you said, Mr. Sholeke, the person should have been, at least one or two persons should say, I know this person, or the person himself should show up. If the person is not a social media person, well, I will understand. But I don't know the person. I've never had that name before. I don't know. I can't even say anything. And we are writing to complain, we know that the case done by Lagos State government was already rounded up and some suspects were charged to court. The only time and the only lawful reason why the case can be revisited is in the light of a new lead. And perhaps if it's the federal government that will now take it up, they would have to reinvestigate. Because if Lagos State Police and Lagos State government, they will say they've done their investigation. Any new lead, then they look into it. But if the court at the federal high court is going to be listening to it, and it is the federal government that will be taking it up, which of course we know they've been doing something, but we got to act as if we don't know. They should investigate and bring to book those that are those that killed Mohbad, no matter who they are. So I don't know them. I've never had anything from them. And the only time my lawyer said he spoke to the person was for the purpose of service, because immediately they wrote that stuff in for us not to get messed up and for them not to yellow in court. We have to file our own response back. We have to serve the judge. We have to, and then serve the other parties. Serve the same person. I'm a serve or no. So that's the only way the case can go on. And he came to court. He lied against that he was not served. And luckily, our own lawyer, our lead counsel, was able to come in before the case got to that stage. And he said, I served you, and I called you on the number that you put on the stuff, that I have sent the copy to your WhatsApp. I've given copy to the court, to the judge. I've given to the police, but it's only you. So, and then the judge asked him, were you served? Were you called to be told that you were served? He said, yes. So why are you now coming to say you were not served? And the judge said, no, I've read what you put up and I'm sorry. I don't even need to go further. It makes no sense. I'm not even at this stage. And I'm throwing it out. And the judge, in his eminence, very responsible, professional, and, well-detailed justice, threw the application out for lack of merit, and it's because it's not.
No, I like the fact that the judge asked the people in the court, the other legal people in the court, that he asked them to view that request. I like that.
To build the case together, so that they build the case together.
Yeah.
But it won't be like it's
Very
just
interesting.
yeah.
Very interesting.
He said he wants to be plain and not biased, and he doesn't want anybody to come here and start saying, oh, this justice. I want everybody to be on that. And the entire court said, yes, there are so many instruction of the law that supports the motion and everything. And he just said, okay, now that we are all on the same page, but we don't have to preempt the courts. Let's wait. It's only the judge and the courts that have a final say. And he said 29th of September, it might be a little while earlier. The judge might call and say, I want to do this case quickly. I want to deliver this judgment so that, whatever it is. So I'm not going to be in a position to preempt. You understand? It's not going to be good for us. But we are optimistic because, it's a law. And we know that the court is the last hope of a common man. And Mohbad deserves the court to stand by him. So they will do the right thing. We're hopeful. So I believe I've answered that. Sholeki, I hope I've answered your question, sir.
Definitely, yes. Definitely. Capital, yes. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you very much.
I don't know if
Thank you. Thank you.
And then Rishi, the other one.
Can I ask you a question? See,
go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
Number 2 prayer. It's not clear to me. Please, can you explain that? Can you just enlighten me? That number 2 prayer is where is confused.
Let me read it to be sure that you are asking the right stuff. The one that says that they should order us to adjust our process.
Exactly. Yeah.
That is wellness.
Okay. I want to believe that is the main target. Because when somebody is coming in at any stage in a case and is coming in as an interested party to be joined as a joiner, that means the person will want to claim that I am supporting what these people are doing. I want to come and support what they are doing, but support what they are doing, but support what they are doing, but support what they are doing, support what they are doing, support what they are doing, support what they are nothing less than 500,000 or even more than that. Self, it might even take up to $1 million because the lawyer, our own lawyer, will ask us to, will ask us for money. They might not want to pay. Normally on a good day, they are supposed to be the one to pay, but because it's malicious stuff, they will pretend as if they want to pay. That we don't mind. Just go and refile. You are the principal applicant. Go and refile and add Obagoye, Samson, and then what are we adding that is coming from you? Nothing. Because in what this particular person sent to the court and to the police, he said, I have did meeting with police. What should we add? Nothing in the affidavit, nothing in the document here with me. If there is any, I will be so glad to say, this person has full video of how Mohbad was murdered, or this person has something, or this person is having so testimony against the police. He is not complaining about the police. He's not saying I did the police, this with police. So nothing absolutely. So even if we go back, if he's accepted, everything that will file from beginning is the same thing that will file again. Do you understand how stupid that implication is? You accepted somebody to come into a case, and you say we should discard what we filed from beginning. And when the only thing that will now change is adding the name. Everything written before is what we will put again because he is not bringing anything new. So the judge will just say, just because we wanted to add a name, that's why you started afresh. Do you think I have that time in this court? And that delay, that person also have a terrible role.
It's a technical approach. Yeah.
If he's not going to be coming to court, he can file for adjournment. Like I'm saying, he can say, I won't be available.
1 minute, hypothetical question, please. Under the list of the list of gaps or anomalies that you have observed from the police conduct, do you have anything listed as a phone forensic or bank traceabilities and all that?
Definitely.
Part of the,
Definitely.
Thank you.
Even we went to the fact that the case is not going to go forward except they get the phone of Mohbad, get the phone of Adura, and get the phone of Wumi. The forensic must be done. Because that's police, the judge is like, what's going on? What have you then done? So it's a purported investigation. And the beauty of it is that, I don't know if you have seen it, but I'll put it on my page after this now. When they were accusing myself that there is no presidency, with all due respect to those that accused me, they pushed me to even work harder. And I spoke to my legal team and break the silent foundation and demand that, number one, we don't necessarily need it, but now we need it. The letter, the memo written by the presidency, ordering the Inspector General of Police to investigate Mohbad's case, to go to Lagos and leave. 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 Go to Lagos and leave.